Yo, what's going on with y'all? Y'all see the crew up here. We waiting for Chill to chime in. We're waiting for Ox to come if he gonna come. We got a couple other people coming, but until they get here, I was sent some comments and people told me that I need to read them regarding yesterday's episode. So we're gonna start the show doing that. Oh, what's up, Chill? What's good, Mustard?
What's
Let's
good,
get
man?
chill mustard.
This first comment I got from RIP Kobe 8248 says Shaq talking about F the money offer when he overseas making money and the other struggling. Laughing my ass off.
I mean, I guess I don't.
Who's the
I
others?
don't. I'm about to say, I don't know
Yeah.
when Shaq said "fuck the money," but I'm about to say, who are the other people he talking about?
What are they talking about? Like the Saudi conversations?
Not last episode.
Yeah, I guess that's one.
R.I.P. Kobe though. R.I.P. Kobe.
Facts.
The next comment is from damn, I don't even know if I can see that. Y'all see that?
No.
You gotta really kind of squint, get in
not
there.
really.
Taylor Beast
I like it.
67
I can see it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
you
see
do.
it now.
Taylor Beats 745 says Shaq sounds like a hater. Salute salute Cam and Mace on their deal and don't bitch about getting lowballed. Cam and Mace have cultural significance that y'all could never, that y'all could never have, and Agent Zero is on a different level himself.
No one mentioned Gilbert Arenas. Literally, Cam and Mace are rappers that started doing a sports show. In their background, as they played, I guess, high-level high school basketball. Could have went pro in their words. I don't think Shaq was hating. It's just when you put in a certain amount of work and you are seeing people who you feel are less qualified get buku's amount of money, and you see the scraps they throw at you, I would be pissed too. I knew exactly where Shaq was coming from, and I knew exactly what he meant. Stop cock gobbling fucking Cam and Mace, bum ass nigga. They don't know you.
I think you're wrong.
I've never
And
heard
they
of them.
they glazing Dom.
They're 2,000 rappers, bro.
Glazing like
2,000
crazy.
Yeah,
rappers.
I've never heard of them. So
No
Wait,
disrespect
Mace,
to them.
Mace,
going
those
on.
they were popular
No,
rappers.
no
Mace-
disrespect to their rapping, bro. But that's crazy to just
Damo.
say, oh yeah, man,
Damo.
Cam and Mace, they have more cultural significance. Nigga, Mace
Damo.
turned to a fucking
Nobody's
pastor,
Damo.
nigga.
Damo.
What are you
Damo.
talking about?
Damo, we're completely off base, homie. And this is the reason why you off base, right? Shaq wasn't coming at those guys to disrespect those guys. You did. You said all Cam is doing is saying pause a million times and this, that, and the third. To be honest, we deserve our money and they deserve their money too. But you going at them the way you going at them like they're less qualified than you, that's not true. I mean, you and them both have the same qualifications. If not, they're
Ticket,
more
what did I say?
qualified. Hold on.
What did I say, Ticket?
But no. But you dissed Cam and Mace. That's what you did. Go back and listen to the video yesterday.
No one dissed Cam and Mace. I was just being honest. If me being let's keep it a book. If me being honest, saying I don't get the appeal of their show,
we have
saying
tape.
go, nigga, I'm telling you exactly what I said. I'm not changing what I said.
No.
I
You can
don't get
rewind
the
it,
appeal of
take
their
down.
show.
He literally
What the
said,
hell? That's not hating. That's being honest. I have to like everything.
You literally said all Cam do is sit there and say pause
a million times. Yes, that's what they do.
Hold on, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. And again, I didn't like when you said that yesterday because that's hate. You don't have to hold on. This is why I think it's hate. You don't have to hate on somebody else's grind to get your grind up. Listen, the bottom line is this: they got the same qualifications as you, but they got more notoriety from other things they've done on top of that. So the fact that they're doing this, they're not just out here talking dumb shit. They out here actually putting out good information. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with
it. Give me 5 times they put out good information. Give me 5 times they put out good information.
Hold on. I think they have a great show. I think the niche of what they bring is great because they're not doing the same thing as everybody else. They're not just out here just doing the same thing as all the other podcast shows. So they're giving you a different flavor, and a lot of people like that. A lot of people like that.
Ticket. Get the jockstrap off your nose, bro. You Stop. You need to understand. Ticket. You like the show. That's fine.
Don't call me when I'm
Stop. Because I'm not understanding how I'm hating just because I don't get the appeal of the show. I'm not saying the show is bad. I'm not calling them bad. I'm just saying whenever I see the damn show or see clips of the show, It's just two former rappers talking about sports. And majority of the time, it's this nigga Cam saying pause. If that's hating, all right, my nigga, I'm sorry, they call me a hater. But I don't have to like shit just because them niggas are niggas. Like, what? Okay, they gotta show.
No, I didn't think that the light.
No. Even at the point when Shaq was like, nah, give them their props. I reeled it back and was like, nah, you're right. Give them their props. They definitely deserve their money. I just don't get the appeal they show. If I don't like Jackass, I'm gonna sit there and say, I don't get the appeal of motherfuckers just hurting themselves for the entertainment of people. I don't get the appeal of it. That's not me hating on Jackass. That's me saying I don't get the appeal of Jackass. What the fuck? Everything's not hating. Just because I don't get the appeal doesn't mean I'm hating.
Hey, look. Hey, Ron. You can put up a poll right now and ask the crowd, was he hating on Cam and Mace yesterday? See what everybody say. And then we'll let the majority rule. Because everybody saw you in here hating, dog. Stop playing hate. Don't hate the player. Hate the game, sucker. Period. Hey,
bro, your knees gotta hurt. Your knees gotta hurt. First sucking on MJ yesterday and doing this with Cam and Mace today, bro.
I'm not doing that. Hold on. I came into this motherfucker 100 grand strong. Not to be exact, from
that doesn't mean you're not sucking dick. I don't know what the hell that got to do with it. You can have 100 grand in the bank and suck dick.
All right, y'all. All right. Let me get to the next comment. Cowboy Ticket started early. Mars dabbing. Mustard don't know what to do right now. Jalen up here entertained. Y'all done ran chill off the stream.
Go ahead. Right,
let me get to the next comment.
Shout out Mason Cameron getting their bag though. Let them get their bag. I hear what Dom saying.
Shout out to those.
Doom and Wonder says, "Stand on your shit, Shaq. Don't let them people disrespect you. Networks don't know the value of real independence and connection. Y'all got something that is genuine and expanding."
Shout out Shaq.
Sometimes networks just take a little time to, acknowledge what's real or what's needed versus what will sell them quick. Like you say, Cameron and Mace are big names, right? They have notoriety.
Hey, Jalen, and sometimes it's too late.
That's true. Hey, if it's too late, you let them know. You know what? The price tag, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Facts. K-Joe, what is this? K-Joe 2130 said, I understand Shaq being upset at the low ball offer he got, but Cam's channel has 3 times the subscribers, and they do pretty crazy numbers. Every 4 episode does 300K views. Plus, they both rap legends, too.
Balls.
Let me see what else we got. We got another comment to dig up. All right. Oh, hold up. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Oh,
All right. Here we go. Mr. Lawrence Flowers said, the fact that Damo and Ox think they are more entertaining or funny than either Cam or Mace says everything I need to know as to why Damo's logic irks me to the core. Quote unquote baseless. And Ox, I'm gonna leave Ox alone. But he be capping too. And you can tell both of them have an anti-ticket no matter what they are saying. I can't lose the vibe.
Keep it 100, dog. I ain't got hate on nobody. I want to see everybody shine. You know what I'm saying? The man can say pause 1,000 times. If he getting his bread, I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy he getting his bread. You know what I'm saying? If that's me slurping or getting on my knees or whatever, man, get out of here, man. Ain't nobody never did that. I want to see everybody get paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't like some of these other cash shows. I still want to see them get paid. You know what I'm saying? Donald sit up there and talk about all this stuff. He said he don't want to talk about.
Here you go. It's in your throat.
He talk about all his panel relationship stuff. He talk about all this stuff. He act like he too big to talk about over here. He talk about on his channel. But don't nobody be hating on Dom. We show Dom love. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck, Dom. Do what your show say. Keep it a buck.
Ox said he was funnier than Cam and Mace. I never said anything about
he said he was funnier than one of them. I don't know which one.
Do what your show say. Keep it a buck, Dom.
I think Cam was funnier than Mace.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Whichever one is the less funny one, that's the one.
Mace is the less funny one.
It's hard to have a conversation when you got fucking Miss B nasty sounds in your ear coming from Ticket. Please stop. Listen, I never said I was funnier than Cam or Mace, nor more entertaining. That was Ox. Ox said that. I never said that. I just said, and again, I'm going to keep saying it, I just don't get the whole appeal of their show. That's it. If that makes me a hater, if that makes me so mean or so bad, nigga, I don't care. I just don't get the appeal of their show. But I
It's
said
okay
he was
not
funny.
to like a show. It's okay not to like a show. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, if you don't like it, Damo don't like the show, you don't like the show. A lot of shows I don't like either. It's cool.
Wow, you're a hater, Jalen. That's crazy.
You know, like, hey.
The next comment is from, let me see. It's from Adri 7,500. Said, it's funny how none of y'all mentioned how Low literally debates with the computer, looking at Basketball Reference while debating. It's not fair, and he's a fucking fraud.
Hold on. I say that all the time. Y'all all go against me. Me and Chilltown, the ones don't be using no computer. Me, Chilltown, and probably living the vida loca up here, Jalen. We don't use no computer. We using coming off the top. Y'all glaze low in these guys who be using these computers and stuff all the time. Then when we do put up a computer, then y'all get mad. Not here, man.
And then he said, turn the computer off and let's see what you really know. The condescending know-it-all attitude doesn't help either.
I don't think there's ever been a conversation where Lowe's had when someone hasn't brought up the fact that he's on Basketball Reference.
He's known as the Basketball Reference.
Yeah, it seems to get brought up quite often. So I don't know how he said no one mentions it. It gets mentioned all the time. But I guess.
On to the next. Here we go. Yeah, this is a pretty long one. Speaking of people not liking the show, yo, ... Hey, this is from Cref London, one of Mars's running mates. He said, yo, the day the panel stops letting Ticket say, hold on, watch how I body him, and proceed to make a trash-ass point, this show will be much more lucrative. Not even hate, because I followed the show for a while, and every episode without Ticket is just a better flow. Time slot.
Every episode with Ticket got more numbers. Every episode with Ticket is more turned up, and every time Ticket get into a battle in the one-on-ones, Ticket smoke these bums. So sit down, get the hell up, enjoy the show, and watch the numbers pile up, sucker. Or we can go upside your head with a bottle of bug, whatever you want.
When it comes to entertainment value, when it comes to entertainment value and the views, Ticket's right, man. You can't have everyone up here, all the same. It doesn't.
It's not Cref London. It's Cref London. That's what it is. First, that's first of all. Number two, keep going around with the.
Oh, y'all want me to read the rest of this?
I want you to bring Ox up from the background. You've been trying to get your attention, Ron. I'll host.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you.
Yo, hey, I'm way funnier than Mace.
Mace is not that funny. I'm gonna give you that. Killer, funny, but not Mace.
Killer is hilarious, but I'm way funnier than Mace. and me and Damo don't be hating on Ticket, man. We love Ticket. I just heard my name. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to pull up and let y'all know, man. Mace, put me and Mace side by side, stand up comedy, and see who gets booed off stage. It won't be me.
That's hot.
I don't know who Mace is, so I'm a side of Ox.
We gotta send Mars and Mace song.
Send him an album, bro.
But I don't even listen to a whole Mace album. I'm just give one of these songs. Ain't no one trying to listen to no Mace album right now.
They're legends, though, apparently.
Oh, we got another comment from Zane Porter Jr.
Lowercase L.
Oh, nice.
Said, man, I'm just waiting on the network to drop a 10-figure bag on Player's Choice. These guys deserve it. Facts, Zane. Y'all ready for that 10-figure bag?
I'll go Hollywood on you guys so quick. 10 figures.
Another comment. We got a bunch, y'all. We got a bunch. I want to give the commenters after the show they love, because we be getting a lot of good comments. Micah Gilbreth, 2963 said Low is an actual funny ass nigga. Y'all agree?
Man, he is too.
When that blood pressure goes up and he's in that mood, it becomes entertaining.
He has his moments.
Yeah, he has moments, but he ain't funny though. I ain't calling him funny.
Damn. We got good comments and we got bad comments as well. This happens to be one of the bad comments from some dude named Bernard Gomez 5604. He said, Ron, Just stick to hosting and stop being emotional. It's embarrassing. Mars be cooking these African Americans because they don't understand English.
I understand English just fine. I understand English just fine.
There's going to be some underlying
some connotation.
That's so racist.
Some underlying agenda there.
Yeah, that was a terrible comment. Y'all got to do better in the comments sometimes. Like, y'all be wanting us to do better up here. Y'all
just say you don't like Black Americans. Just say
that comment didn't even
I
make
don't
sense.
like black. Just say that. Say I don't like Black Americans. Just say that. You don't gotta dress it up with Mars be cooking these African Americans who don't understand. Just say I don't understand. I don't like Black Americans. Just say
trying to be racist and glazing Mars is just a crazy combo. Crazy combo.
So Mars, you only cook African Americans?
Oh.
Because I've never seen you cook pirate.
I mean, I'm not African American. He's cooked me a couple times.
I was about to say Jalen is and he gets on Jalen. So
him and Pirate just got into it the other day. Remember? I just said that him and Pirate.
It was 2 days ago. Ticket was talking about it.
Mars don't. I used to think Mars would discriminate. Mars don't discriminate. He'll turn up if somebody come at him.
Oh no, I definitely discriminate. But
so now you discriminate, huh?
Of course he does.
I've always discriminated. That's no.
What you discriminate against, Mars? What you discriminate against?
Hey,
he discriminates against everything. He's a scumbag. That's what scumbags do.
Wait,
that's what he does.
I discriminate against everyone. Let's be real.
Well, first of all, he's an English scumbag, which makes it even worse.
Okay,
so he's not just a scumbag.
English African, Mars?
He's an English scumbag, so that's even worse.
I'm just me, man. I'm just me.
Don't worry, Mars. I got some more panelists I'm gonna bring up here, since I know who you like to cook and who you don't like to cook. All right. This next comment is from none other than Thomas Wilkinson, 3269. He said, I think Mars genuinely has the most insightful analysis out of everyone on Player's Choice, but can get caught up in all the shouting. And I think he just ended up getting stuck on a point about Bernard King because of Ron and Ticket. Good job, Ticket. Works much better on his channel, Mars Talk Sports.
W plug. I even replied to that comment saying W plug.
Shout out to Mars, man. Shout out to Mars.
Yeah, facts, man. Subscribe to my channel, man. I'm not posting anything, but subscribe to my channel, man.
Mars a better solo artist than he is in the group. All right, I get you. I can get with that.
nearly at 5K subs, man. I'm not gonna be posting anytime soon, but still subscribe just to subscribe.
It is a different Mars. The Mars from Open Gym versus the Mars from the panel versus the Mars in Mars Hoops Talk.
I got many personas. That's why. See, that's why when we say Player's Choice is authentic, I'm not authentic. I'm just fake. I just go with the flow. I'll change up.
Y'all better hope me and Mars don't never get a show together. That would be World War IV every day. Lead that.
We just skip World War III.
That's facts.
All right, so we got one more comment. I saved the best for last. It's like how I said, it's some good comments and there's some bad comments, but this happens to be one of the greatest comments I ever seen from MyLess96. He said, Ron, MVP this episode.
Joel Embiid MVP.
Ron, you did turn up on him. Ron, you did turn up on him yesterday. I was proud of you yesterday. Turned up on them banners.
What year was that? 1988 MVP, Defensive Player of the Year.
Second round exit. Yeah.
Led the league in scoring too, by the way.
You can't do everything, Mars.
Hakeem did it
like that. Wait, Mars a chill out. So y'all get okay, Mars. If I say Simma.
Mars.
You got nothing. Mars got nothing?
Oh, no. Who got the keys to my Beamer?
Talk about
Who got the keys to my Beamer?
Who am I? The girls, damn sugar. Mars, you really didn't know that one? That's crazy.
Man. There's no basketball. I don't know, man. Or Taylor Swift.
But Chilltown got it. I'm with it. I was going to ask Chilltown next. I was wondering if he knew too, but he got it.
Chilltown's cultured.
Facts.
I've been around a little bit. I've been around the block a couple times. I've seen a couple things. I know a couple people. So,
hey, Damo, is it true though?
Yes, Damo, it is. Just say yes. Just say yes, Damo.
It's true. It's true.
I know you. If you say yes, I already got a sex tape floating out here.
Oh damn,
that's crazy.
Oh man,
Man, trying to go viral. Keep it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Damo. Yes, whatever it is, yeah, whatever you say about me is true.
Yeah, I heard the tape. He kept saying, "Keep it a buck 1,000 times."
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
Shout out to Don.
All right, y'all. In light of this segment we was just doing, y'all know how I like to do.
Hey,
like
Ticket,
to
I
go
had
in
her
the
pull my rat
archives.
tail.
Hey, Ticket, you still got a rat tail, yo. Hey, Ticket, stop playing with me.
Hey, Ron, pause, Ron, pause. This man,
Yo, that was insane.
Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your
Yo,
man.
Focus, okay, focus.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get me off my game today,
Oh,
Damo.
rat tail.
You're not doing it today, Damo.
We've heard
game
eat my
today.
ass before. We've heard my rat
You're not
tail.
getting me off my
That
game
combination is
today.
crazy.
I'm not trying to hit. Nah. Mm-mm.
all right, y'all. You know I got some throwback takes, and I got one that I want to go to.
Absolute correct.
And I want y'all to tell me if Fluent got this right. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. We're gonna get it rocking.
You muted.
Time for the Lakers to trade him. And yes,
Y'all can hear it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Now's
we
the
hear it.
absolute correct time for the Lakers to trade him. And yes, he looks great. He looks healthy. He is one of the best big men in the league right now, and that's why they need to trade him because he will not last another month.
I've said this before, bro, but he's hurt now. I go do it for Cat, because guess what? If I get Cat fits better with LeBron in my opinion anyways, because how well he shoots the three. You give me Cat and maybe a couple of those role players or Cat and a couple picks, I'll do the AD for Cat deal right now, and then I'll turn around and flip Russ and go see if I can get Kyrie.
Now's the absolute correct time for the Lakers to trade him.
Russ for Kyrie.
Absolutely
You gotta have to
not.
hold this L on this one.
Absolutely not.
Russ for Kyrie.
Come on now.
Y'all missed. I've said this before, bro, but he's hurt now.
Absolutely not. Trade AD.
Because guess what? Yes. If I get Cat fits better with LeBron in my opinion anyways, because how well he shoots the three. You give me Cat and maybe a couple of those role players or Cat.
I'm not saying, is that
and
still
a
the
couple
TikTok?
picks.
Y'all hear that?
I'll
Y'all
do
hear
the
that?
AD
Yeah.
for Cat deal right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I was about to say, Ticket
I'm
talk.
about to say, Ticket was repeating
to the
it.
script.
It's like, dog, we heard you the first time. Bro.
Look, I was serious when I said that. But I wasn't talking about Russ going to Dallas. I was talking about a 3-team deal. Because at that time, he was talking about a 3-team deal that could have sent Russ out and then got Kyrie. I would have got Cat and Kyrie. Yes, I still would trade AD. I trade AD right now. Because if he gets hold on, Ron, if AD gets hurt again this season, everybody gonna be back here saying Ticket was right. Let AD get hurt early in the season and miss a lot of games. Everybody gonna be saying, "Damn, Ticket was right. Should have traded AD." They gonna turn on AD. Watch what I tell you. Let him get hurt again this year. Watch what happens.
It's going to be a repeat of what happened last year.
Who-
If LeBron's starting off hobbled and he starts off slow, AD is going to have tremendous games that's going to go unnoticed by the masses, but Laker fans are going to hype it up. And then AD is going to get hurt because he's exerting himself because he has to play like the best player on both ends. LeBron's going to pick it up, and then it's going to turn into, oh man, year 21 LeBron has to carry a hurt Anthony Davis, hopefully we get to the playoffs. It's the same cycle. I'm only trading AD. A, if LeBron's done. B, if the deal makes sense. And I'm not gonna lie, Cat don't make sense. I value defense. I get it. Cat's a tremendous offensive talent, but he's a Cat on defense. I'm good. I need those.
It makes sense because you got a big dude who plays defense now at center, and that's Jackson Hayes. He blocks shots. Hold on, I'll finish. Jackson Hayes plays top level defense, and also JaVale McGee is about to become a free agent right now. The Lakers can go back and get him. Hold on, Michael John White. Keep going. JaVale McGee won a championship with the Lakers playing D. All you asking for, hold on.
With Golden State too. With Golden State too.
With dudes like you that don't know basketball.
Did he even play in the playoffs?
Hold on. All you asking from JaVale
With
McGee.
Golden State too, by the way.
15 minutes a game. JaVale's gonna give you 6 points on dunks. He's gonna give you around 7 rebounds and around 2 or 3 blocks a game. That's all you need from him.
Okay, hold on.
Ticket, right quick. Ticket. So right now, can I ask you, are you proud of that Ticket, or would you take it back?
I stand on that, dog. First of all, they didn't want Russ. So if you didn't want Russ and you're getting Kyrie, are you really gonna be mad at that take? No. Then if you're talking about a dude like AD who's constantly been hurt every year, okay, KAT was hurt last year. What can KAT do that fits LeBron's game? You need special type of big men that fit LeBron's game. Guys that can spread the floor and shoot threes. Kevin Love wasn't no great defensive player. He won championships with LeBron, no. These is facts. Hold on. At the end of the day, KAT, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the league as a big man. That helps you spread the floor. Also, KAT can get in the post and change up when LeBron's not in and play from the post position as well. Also, KAT is a very good rebounder as well. And KAT is a good passer of the basketball. So I can use those attributes, play a guy like JaVale McGee 15 minutes beside him, give a guy like Jackson Hayes another however many minutes you need beside him, and I can still get by because on the rest of the guys we have are good defenders as well on the team. So I like the way that they all the guys and all the other pieces they got, those pieces fit. Taurean Prince, he played good defense on the perimeter. Am I lying? No. Old boy that look like Shamar Moore with the cornrows that just came from the Miami Heat, he plays good perimeter defense. He's just facts. So what the hell is y'all talking about?
Okay, Ticket, but like Ticket, but you're off on so many levels here, and let's just start off with KAT.
Did JaVale win a championship with him?
You're off. My thing.
I'm asking a question. Did JaVale win a championship with the Lakers?
JaVale McGee won a championship.
How they won a championship?
And I'm telling you, let me tell you. Have they? You said have they won a championship since?
No.
Since JaVale McGee left, the Lakers. Hold on, the Lakers.
They also haven't won. They technically also haven't won since Avery Bradley was there. If we're gonna do that too, guys on the roster.
Didn't play.
JaVale McGee is
Come on. This is when you're gonna get cooked. Come on. This is why you need to sit down when you come in the league with the big dog. Avery Bradley didn't even go to the bubble, so sit down and shut the hell up.
JaVale McGee didn't play.
He didn't go to the bubble.
Avery
Bradley did not go to the bubble. They won a chip without him. Shut the hell up.
Did JaVale McGee play that much in the playoffs?
Yes.
Him and Dwight split back.
Yeah, the Lakers might as well bring back Dwight as well. They haven't won since Dwight.
Since Dwight left.
Where do y'all find these jabronis at, Ron? Where do you find these jabronis?
JaVale McGee played 11 minutes a game. That's what you're gassing up. 11 minutes a game.
Let's get back to Ticket point.
All right, 6, 7, and 2 blocks right there in 11 minutes.
Let's get back to Ticket point about JaVale McGee, who is a backup center, right? And him being a backup center, he does provide valuable minutes. However, there's a reason why the Los Angeles Lakers in the playoffs were the best defensive team in the playoffs. That was solely because of Anthony Davis. You're not taking Anthony Davis off that crew and adding 2 rotation guys and making up for that. That's not going to happen. Add that to the fact that he's 26 a game. That's not going to go away neither. I mean, that's not coming back either when you bring that other stuff in. Now, don't get me wrong. At the time, it sounded like a good idea because Anthony Davis breaks down. So you sell high. You could get whatever you could get for him right now. But if the Lakers are going anywhere, it's with Anthony Davis. He's wherever they go, it's with him.
Can't bring you that. KAT and AD average the same amount of points for their career.
Carl Anthony Towns. I don't think people understand.
Hold on. Chill down. KAT and AD literally average the same numbers for their career across the board, except for on the defensive end. This is fact. Look it up.
That's the fact. Now that's the fact. Now that's the fact. Ticket. What you talking about with KAT being an elite rebound? I think he's 20 and 10 for his career, but 20 and 10.
No, he's 20. He like 23. He like 22 and 10, something like that.
Like 20. I know he's a 20 and 10 guy for his career. But with that being said, that 20 and 10 that KAT giving you ain't the same as the 20 and 10 that Anthony Davis is giving you. That's number one. Number two, there's a reason why they got Rudy Gobert. The reason why they got Rudy.
Chill. What do you mean? It's not the same as AD. The same 20 and 10 AD was giving you, the same way we saw AD was the same way KAT was doing with Minnesota before AD. Hold on. Time out, chill.
Keep going. I'm listening to this. Keep going.
KAT was in the same time KAT played with Minnesota. He won more games in that role than AD did with the Pelicans. Look it up.
No.
So what the hell are you talking about?
So Ticket. So Ticket.
His game only changed. You only look at AD and say, oh, he elevates when he started playing beside LeBron and winning championships.
Right.
Not when he was in the New Orleans Pelicans getting beat the second round. Because we seen KAT doing the same numbers AD was doing with the Pelicans basically and having basically the same results.
No, the ticket that's not the same thing. And the reason why it's not the same thing because no, it was not the same thing because he wasn't even close to what Anthony Davis was on the defensive side of the basketball, which is mainly why they was going as far as they did in the playoffs. Why they got out the first round. Why not only when KAT was in Minnesota did they not get out the first round before this season that just passed, before they got this is the first year. Not this season that just passed, last year when they lost to Memphis. That was the first time they won a playoff game. They didn't win a playoff game. They were getting bounced out of the playoffs with Andrew Wiggins. So that value, those numbers that you're talking about, those numbers were not. That's like the same. They got swept out of the playoffs with Jimmy Butler.
I think it was 5. I think it was 5.
It was 5 to the Rockets.
Was it 5?
Yeah, it was 5 to the Rockets.
So they won one game, and that was off the strip to Jimmy Butler. That wasn't that 20-10. Which
not only
by the way,
KAT got embarrassed.
I think KAT was like 14 and 8.
He got outplayed.
He got embarrassed.
Hey,
hold on.
One full playoff games in his career.
Karl Anthony Towns. No. Ticket. You keep bringing up KAT, and I get
by the way,
KAT
he
has
averaged
value.
5 points and four rebounds in the fourth quarter for his career in the playoffs.
KAT has value as a floor spacer. Yeah, but KAT.
Y'all the same dudes that complain about
value.
every other
KAT
game
has
in the
value
playoffs.
as a floor spacer. I get it. KAT has value as a floor spacer at the 5, but outside of that, he doesn't give you that much value. Even offensively, there's a lot of flaws in KAT's game. In the post, he struggles, especially against like strength. He doesn't have like that.
That's not true. He annihilated it. What are you talking
Not in
about?
the fourth quarter, Mark. I'm sorry.
Let him get it off.
And then on top of that, defensively, this is how bad KAT is. I'm gonna show. This is how bad KAT is defensively. They had before they got Gobert, they had Jared This is all on one team. Jared Vanderbilt. Ant took a leap defensively. Patrick Beverly was on that team. They had good defenders on that team around. What do you say? Yeah, Jalen McDaniels. They had great to good defenders on that team. And Karl Anthony Towns, they were still a mediocre defense. Mediocre. And it wasn't because of D'Lo or anything. It was because of KAT. KAT is a horrible defender. He gets in foul trouble. He's not disciplined. He can't keep up with guys on the perimeter.
DJ Mustard. Hold on, it's me and him, Damo. So DJ Mustard, you said it wasn't because of D'Lo, the same dude y'all just blamed for getting targeted by goddamn Doodoo Brown in the playoffs, and he took him, and they had to completely take him out the starting lineup out the series because he couldn't guard him. You suckers don't want to smoke with me. I am the real deal. And then again, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, sucker. What about how many blocks per game did Jackson Hayes average last year in limited minutes, sir? I'm asking you, sir. Jeopardy clock is on. So when we talk about, I'm saying, when you bring a guy like, when you put athletes, when you put athletes like Jackson Hayes and JaVale McGee, who can both put them in that center back, it helps you make up for the defense that KAT doesn't have, along with the perimeter defense that you have. Hold on, I didn't cut you off. I didn't cut you off, Michael Galway. I didn't cut you off. For bringing in guys that the Lakers brought in good defensive perimeter guys, and they kept Jared Vanderbilt too, who was with KAT over there for a few years in Minnesota. So at the end, and guess what? They weren't talking about Jared Vanderbilt being this all-world Vandy candy until he came and played for the Lakers, sucker. So keep it 100, stay on point. Now, again, let me finish my sentence to you because your ass is almost done. One more time. I'm saying to y'all this. When AD was with the Pelicans, leading the troops, AD went to the second round with Drew Holiday in his prime. Drew Holiday went over enjoying Giannis and won the chip.
Oh my!
It's levels to this shit. So when we when we say AD is on this level and all this other stuff, that's a goddamn lie because nobody was putting AD at those levels. They were saying he was a great player, but nobody was putting him on those levels, top 75 all time, all this other stuff until he went and played.
You're chatting, Ticket. You're chatting.
I'm not chatting. Hold on. Keep going, Ticket. Is AD a top 75 player if he never goes and plays for the Lakers?
Oh my God! What you're bouncing all over the place. You're chatting right now.
Is AD a top 75 player? Hold on. Is AD a top 75 player if he doesn't go play for the Lakers?
I think Damo wants to answer that.
Probably.
I just want to bring to the table another case of Ticket just talking, and this is why we need
more hate.
Hold on. Wait. Yes, this if being factually correct is hating, I'm the biggest hater. This is why we have computers, because when you don't, niggas just talk like it's the barbershop. At no point since KAT came into the NBA until Anthony Davis left the Pelicans did the Timberwolves have a better record than the Pelicans.
I said overall.
Ticket. And listen, so even if you want to say in totality of wins, your math still don't math, Goofy. If Anthony Davis continuously won more games each season that KAT's been in the league than KAT, it is true. I just looked at it. I have it right here. I can go year for year with you. I can go year for year. No, I'm saying year for year. I'm talking about pull up the hold on.
AD disrespect is so.
Hold on, Damo. This is where you get. Hold on. This is where you get. Hold on, this is wrong. Hey, hold on. All y'all gotta do is hey. All y'all gotta do is
Ticket guy with Anthony Davis.
Like what is why do you got beef with AD?
He thinks AD is soft because AD gets hurt and he doesn't play through injury like he thinks he should. So he thinks that he's soft.
He does play through injury.
That's Ticket's biggest problem with Anthony Davis.
My issue with you, Ticket, is you're bringing up people and like you're saying names. And you're not providing any context to any situation. You brought up Drew Holiday winning a championship with the Bucks. Yes, while Chris Middleton was outplaying Kevin Durant in some games in the playoffs, dropping 40 pieces, 30 pieces, closing out games alongside Giannis. In New Orleans, when AD was alongside Drew, it was AD and Drew. That was the tandem. That was the duo that was leading that team. You had other guys like Rondo.
They also had Rondo. Hold on. They also had Rondo. Hold on. They also had Rondo one of those years. They also had one of those years. Julius Randle averaging like 18 one of those years. They also had,
oh my God. Julius Randle was not a good fit with Anthony Davis. He was not a good fit with Anthony Davis.
Hold on, am I lying? Hold on, am I lying? Hold on.
They had Julius Randle, I believe, in the 18-19 season when James got to I think he got to Los Angeles.
That was the year AD quit. That was the year AD quit.
Julius Randle averaging like 18 or 19 a game.
That was the year AD quit, and they gave Julius Randle touches.
Thank you. Hey, look, hold on. So let me get this straight. Hold on. Hey, Michael John White, let me go ahead and cook this sorry ass nigga Damo. KAT's all-time record. KAT has won 229 games with the T-Wolves. AD has won 215 games, 215 with the Pelicans. How many years did AD play with the Pelicans, sir?
6.
Ticket, that does not make sense.
Why not? Hold on, I'm not finished. I'm finished to ask you a question. I asked you, how many years did AD play with the Pelicans?
6.
Six and a half. 6.5.
6.
Okay, now, based off KAT's injuries as well, they pretty much played the same amount of time because KAT played 29 games. Hold on. KAT played 29 games last year, and in 2019-20 he played 35 games. In 2021 he played 50 games. So him and AD pretty much are on the same. I'm talking about. Hold on. When you look at, and you can go to statnews.com and look this up. It's right there, sucker. So pull it up.
KAT played 511 games for the Timberwolves. AD played 466.
Now I'm about to pull up this. Now I'm about to pull this up, and I'm about to go back because I need to hear what Ticket said. Because I swear to you, Ticket originally said when KAT got into the league, he continued to win more games than AD. While they
I said he had an all-time better record with it. I said he had a better record with the T-Wolves. I said he was doing the same thing with the T-Wolves AD was doing with the Pelicans. That's like what I said.
That's not true. That is not true. That's not true.
That was right about the same.
Wait. Ticket. Answer one question. And I know you hate answering my questions, so I don't even know why I'm doing this. But for whatever reason, I get goaded and ask you questions anyway. How many playoff series has KAT won on the Timberwolves?
Bro, I'm not saying that. That's not
no. How many playoff series has KAT won on the It's a one-word answer.
I'm holding up
because y'all hopping on his nuts now. All 10 against 1 like y'all a bunch of haters. Hold on. I'm gonna say this again. Hold on. Here's why Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, and this is why. Who has AD had versus KAT? AD has had. AD has had
the question. You can't just answer a simple question. You got to use these lame ass rock one-liners.
Hold on. AD has had DeMarcus Cousins. AD has had Julius Randle. AD has had Drew Holiday. AD, hold on. AD has had Rajon Rondo. And you give hold on. And you give me what KAT. You give me what KAT. You give that a few years of him and old boy that went to the Warriors and got daggone Jimmy Butler. Get the hell out of here. What the hell you talking?
Hey, that's a lot of fucking nothing to say zero, Ticket. That's crazy. That was a long way of saying zero. That's all you had to say. Zero. So if you're going to tell me KAT has done more on the Timberwolves than AD did on the Pelicans, all I have to bring up is Anthony Davis won a playoff series. That's it. There you go. And I've seen you be the person
as a 6 seed, by the way.
I've seen you be the person that go into arguments, player versus player, about who done more, and you would use, oh, this guy made it to a finals, this guy didn't, he did more. This guy won a finals, this guy didn't, he did more. When we did the name in the top 3 players for each franchise, you will vote for guys based off of other than Ron, you will vote for guys based off how much they actually win for a franchise versus the other guy. So that's something you use in your criteria. You're up here fucking talking for no reason, and I'm sick of it. No one else is gonna check you on it. They're just gonna sit here and let you talk like LA Knight for no goddamn reason. I'm not. You're not about to use these lame ass one-liners and get your way out of this goddamn answer. You got flambe, you got cooked, you got roasted, you got spin roasted, you got grilled, you got sizzled, you got smoked, you got
first of all,
you want to cook, you got cooked, nigga. Call me Gordon Ramsay. I just flambe.
I'm gonna say this again.
Here we go.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Here we go.
I'm gonna say this.
One-liner.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone, Damo. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. The bottom line is this: when we come to the season this year and AD gets hurt and costs y'all another season and y'all start crying like a bunch of hoes, I don't want to hear no complaints, because all you niggas sit up here all this time and do all this capping for AD. And I've said from the beginning, he's Terry Cloth. That means he's very soft.
Lame ass one-liner. There it is. I told you. It never fails.
The point I'm making to you is this. The point I'm making is AD wasn't no world beater. KAT wasn't no world beater as far as winning before AD went to play with LeBron James. Ever since AD went to play with LeBron and they won a chip, now y'all elevate AD to levels that we never could put him on before he went there. I'm telling you, KAT is at that same level. If KAT was to go to the Miami Heat right now, join Jimmy and Bam, and win a championship, everybody gonna look at KAT on a different level. The same way it did Andrew Wiggins, sucker. Now sit your ass down and shut the hell up.
Man said Wiggins. Wiggins is not seen at the level that AD is even seen.
No, I didn't say that, DJ Mustard. I said they're going to look at him on a different level. They look at Andrew Wiggins now.
Yes, they look at him as a good. They look at him as a decent player. Wiggins. They look at Wiggins as a decent player.
I know it's going to be 106 every time. They look at him completely different than they did before he won the chip. All I was saying in power is that AD and KAT were in the same situations, pretty much producing the same type of things. And then when AD went to play with LeBron and won the chip, that is when everybody elevated AD to these all-world levels. Nobody was putting him there. They were saying he was a great talent. They were saying he was, hold on. They were saying he was one of the best big men. You understand what I'm saying? But nobody at that time, he was the MVP of the league. All those other dudes was lapping him. Guys that was behind him like Giannis. Guys that was behind him like Jokic. All them dudes was lap AD and was winning MVPs on his watch. So they won 4 MVPs while AD's sorry ass was sleeping. So get the hell out of here, because at the end of the day, like I told y'all before, if KAT goes to a big time team, wins a chip, and has a role similar to what AD had, everybody gonna be talking about KAT.
Because he's not as good as a player as Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis spent a portion of his career being considered one of the guys that was going to be the best player in the NBA when LeBron James retired. Anthony Davis went on to LeBron James's team, which wasn't a super team, and he went and won a championship, arguably being the best player on the court for the Lakers. You want to say LeBron, that's fine, but on one end of the court, he was the best player. On the other end of the court, it was 1A, 1B. Karl-Anthony Towns cannot go to the Miami Heat and be their best defensive player. It's not going to happen. Karl-Anthony Towns is not going to go to the Miami Heat, and it won't be perceived as a super team. So even if KAT does go to the Heat, win a championship, yes, he will be seen on another level like Andrew Wiggins. That's any player that breaks the odds of, hey, I don't think you're going to win a championship because you're a loser, and then you win. But to assume, to have the gall to really sit there and say, oh, if KAT goes to a super team, not be the best defensive player, arguably maybe won't even be the best offensive player in clutch moments, he's going to be seen as the same Davis, who went and literally been the best.
He can go play with Luke and be seen as that.
No, we don't want him. We don't want him.
Anthony Davis.
Hold on.
We don't want him out here.
He can go. Hold on. He can go with Luke. Hold on. He can go with Luke and you have that. Hold on. He can go with Luke and you have to elevate him on that level.
No, he can't.
Yes, hold on. All I'm saying is this, because you guys are liars. Everybody was saying AD was a great talent when he was in New Orleans. Everybody was saying that. I ain't gonna deny that.
A great player.
Hold on. The way we look at KAT. Hold on.
Did they not? Hold on. I just listened to you. Hold on, because niggas in the chat swear I'm lying. I'm not you. I tell the truth. At one point in time, when Anthony Davis was on the Pelicans, people literally put him as the next best player in the NBA when LeBron left. Right or wrong, everybody up here. Is that not what the conversation was?
That's not true.
Right, that is true.
To be fair, Dom, I don't know, Dom, because there was a point in time, ironically, where Karl Anthony Towns, they asked the league.
Hold on, what year you talking about? Hold on, what year you talking about? What year you talking about? Hold on, what year you talking about? Because I know that's a lie right now. I'm gonna prove it. What year you talking about?
KAT or AD? What point are you talking about?
No, I'm saying AD. You said that they were saying AD was the next best thing since LeBron.
At one point in time, when the conversation was,
I'm saying, around what year you talking about?
Shit,
they said he was a generational young prospect.
I'm
gonna say between what 2015 to 17. I was gonna say
2016.
Hold on. He wasn't even the top 3 player in the league at that time. So
again, who's going to be the next best player when LeBron retires? Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
It was Steph Curry. It was already Steph Curry. What are you talking about?
All right.
It was Steph Curry.
Hey, Ticket, look it up on Bleacher Report because they were the article.
Oh, these liars. So hold on. So wasn't Steph Curry?
Bleacher Report.
So wasn't Steph Curry?
Look, Damo.
Dude,
go find the article, and when you get it, I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen.
Dom, you can find the article. People say,
hold on, Ron. We're gonna make this simple right now, Ron. Was Steph Curry not just that dude that was right there with LeBron James, under LeBron James coming up? At that in 2015, 2016, 2017, was it that Steph Curry?
I don't think Steph Curry was ever in the same realm as LeBron.
Your ass up, man. You're wrong.
He's never in the same realm as LeBron.
Hold up. Go ahead, Jalen. Start from the top, Jalen.
Hold on, Jalen. I got some else for you. Hold on, Jalen. I got some else for you, Jalen. And not only was it him, it was KD too at that time. It was KD right there. So shut up.
That's why I think KD and LeBron was. Hold on. When Steph was winning those MVPs, we still acknowledge that LeBron and KD were 1 and 2 best players in the league.
I don't know who you're talking about, but we're acknowledging Curry and LeBron.
Jalen, go ahead.
No, I'm saying,
start your point from the top.
Yeah, let's not pretend like when Steph was winning those MVPs, even when he had a 73-win season, no one thought he was the best player in the league. He won an MVP because he was the best
he said behind LeBron.
We did not say that's not true. No, LeBron was a better basketball player. Kevin Durant was a better basketball player. And even Anthony Davis. With Anthony Davis, honestly, the upside to Anthony Davis at that time, we were talking about Anthony Davis being possibly becoming the greatest power forward ever. There were conversations he could surpass Tim Duncan because what he was doing on the Pelicans. He was giving you 28 points a night. He was giving you 12, 13 rebounds a night. And he was giving you all-world defense.
I
don't know about
hold on.
You lost me with a couple of those points.
Chill, everybody. Ticket, right quick. We can get him. Just let him get his point off first.
Jalen, you a lying ass dude. Go ahead, Jalen. You a liar, boy. It's a special place for hell for your ass. Keep going.
We've had this conversation before. Just because someone was an MVP doesn't mean they're going to be the best.
Nobody said that. I'm telling you. Hold on. I'm telling you. At that time,
Kevin Durant was better than Steph Curry. Kevin Durant was better. Kevin
Durant was right under LeBron James.
Kevin Durant was not better than Steph Curry.
It wasn't even a discussion. LeBron and KD were the universal 1-2 players in the league for about a 5-year stretch.
That's just not true. That is not true.
What are you talking about?
To say that people, to say that people were not saying that Steph was the best player in the league in 2016
no one was saying that. Literally, anyone with the brain saying that, or anybody with the brain shouldn't be saying that.
First of all, there was a legit conversation that Steph Curry was the best player in the game. In 2016, when the finals ended, that conversation ended. But there was a conversation previous to that. Now, to Jalen's point,
what was previous? 2015 when they beat
LeBron.
LeBron with Kyrie and Kemba out the finals. No one thought Steph was the best.
Before that 2016 finals,
73 games. We still didn't think that.
Right now. Before that 2016 finals, he had just beat KD, come back from down 3-1 on KD.
Because he had a 73 team.
Hold on, Jalen, hold on. He just had back-to-back seasons as the MVP, the first ever unanimous MVP. And you're telling me that if you ask people who was better, forget LeBron for a second. Who was better between him and KD? They were going to say KD?
Yes. Everyone knows that Steph Curry had the better team compared to KD.
That's not true. That's
a better player.
That's ridiculous.
That's not true.
That's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is you two jabronis thinking that AD was over those two under LeBron James at that time. There ain't no way in hell ain't nobody in this world. Got me, got Mars.
Well, he didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
Hey, hold on. I will shut my channel down right now. Hold on, Mars. You tell the truth. I will shut my channel down right now. If Mars will tell you guys, if Mars will truthfully tell y'all that he thought that year AD was better than Steph Curry or AD.
Nobody said that.
Wait, this is the no. See, this is the thing. You just shout and don't listen. Domo said there was a poll, or people were going around saying who is next up once LeBron retires. In 2016, LeBron was only 31 or 32. Next. So LeBron was still a ways away from retirement. So the people who would actually be next up after LeBron retired would be young players in the NBA, not 30-year-old Steph Curry. It would be guys who were like 22, 23. Guess how old Anthony Davis was?
It'd be like
22,
23. They are the type of players who they would be talking about. It's the same reason why now, if someone said who's next up after Giannis, they're not going to say Jokic. They're going to say guys like Anthony Edwards or guys like KAT Cunningham. Because when they're viewing it, they're viewing out when they are going to retire, which is still 7-8 years down the line. So they were saying 7 or 8 years from now, when LeBron retires, Anthony Davis will be the best player in the league. Not Steph Curry, who would also be 37 years old. Not him. Not Kevin Durant, who would also be 36 years old. Not him. It's the young players. You didn't listen to what he was saying. AD was the second best player in the world. That's not what he was saying. He was saying in 8 years, once LeBron retires, AD will be the best player at that point. Not in 2016, who was the second best player.
I didn't say no number of years, Mark.
Because you didn't listen. That's why you didn't hear him. You didn't listen. Go ahead.
Real quick, because I'm pro Carfax. Ron, in the private chat on StreamYard, I got 2 links for you. One is from, I believe, 2018 of an article written about AD potentially being the next best player in the NBA after LeBron retires. The second link is SB Nation putting a whole ranking of the 10 players who have an argument for being the next best player when LeBron retires. And number 1 on the list in 2017, when this was made, was Anthony Davis. I don't need to fucking lie. That's my thing. That's why we have computers. That's why we look shit up when we talk. So niggas ain't up here lying, nigga. What are you talking about?
Are we saying?
Stop playing with me.
That's the article.
Anthony Davis was that guy. People really forget.
That's the first one. What is that date? What date is that? I said from 2015 to 2017. That's what I said.
Thomas Duffy dropped the article on January 3rd, 2015 on Bleacher Report. It says Anthony Davis is oh so close to being the NBA's best player.
In 2015,
Anthony Davis numbers is like a view from the top of a mountain. Everything just goes on and on and on. The longer you stare, the more impressive it becomes. The 21-year-old is now in the NBA's third season, is putting up video game stats for the New Orleans Pelicans, averaging 24.8 points, fourth most in the league, grabbing 10.5 rebounds, ninth, and swatting 2.9 blocks, first a night. Also leading the Association of Offensive Win Shares.
Now go to the second link.
Go to
the second link.
Leave that year also he finished top 5 in MVP voting.
Go to the second link because Ticket loves Bleacher Report. Because when we were talking about Patty Mills, he pulled up Bleacher Report. So I got Bleacher Report for you. Here's SB Nation 2 years later. Pull it up, Ron.
Don't put me on mute, Ron.
I didn't put you on mute. I promise I didn't put you on mute.
That's some jackass shit right there. Put me on mute when I got 5 dudes against me.
Ticket. I didn't put you on mute.
against me, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. That's fucked up. I got five.
I have no horse in this race.
It was something else to be different. I'm not jumping you. Hold on, now. I sent you a link. Please put that on the screen because I went to the same article, pimping, and look what I found. Sucker. Now, can you dig this?
All right, hold on, right quick, Ticket. I'm gonna read his second article, and then I'm gonna pull it up, and then we're gonna pull yours up too. All right, this one is from SB Nation. The title is it dropped in September 22nd, 2017. The title is 2021 NBA player rankings, numbers 10 through 1 or 1 through 10. Why Anthony Davis will be the best player in 4 years. And Russell Westbrook was 10. Joel Embiid was 9. Kyrie Irving was 8. LeBron was 7. Kawhi was 6. KD was 5. Kristaps Porzingis was 4.
Wild name. That's a wild name.
2017, remember?
Yeah, the hype.
Porzingis was younger at the time.
Yeah, that's 7 for unicorn.
Carl Anthony Towns, ironically, was 3.
Hey, go look at what some people were saying about Cat back then.
Bro. Yeah, I'm a hater though, right? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but Cat's number 3, right? Sit your ass down.
But he's not number 1, dude. He's not number 1.
Hold on. Chill. Let me finish.
2017, to be fair.
Giannis Antetokounmpo was 2nd.
They did pretty
good. Lo and behold, number 1 was Anthony Davis.
Sit your ass down.
By the way,
sit your ass down.
Tom Ziller said this was a tough pick. I consider Giannis Towns and Durant in addition to
2015 to 2017. That's when the conversations was had. This article was written in 2017. Know your role and shut your mouth.
Hold on. Since we playing fair, I'm about to pull out the spinneroonie on this sucker. Now, can you dig that, sucker? Ron, put my link on the screen. Put my links on the screen, please, Ron.
I got it.
I came with 2016.
I'm kind of confused. What are we arguing?
Let's go, Ron.
Hey, you gotta either send your link to my Telegram or you gotta send it here in the private chat.
Ron, stop capping, boy.
I'm not. A Ticket. Do you want me to pull it up?
Ron, I just sent it to you. Ron.
Did you send it to my Telegram?
Do y'all see this hate right here? Do you smell what the
none of us can
don't want me to pull the link up. You got either send it to my Telegram or to the private chat.
I got you. Don't worry. Guess what? You messing with Ticket? Guess what, baby? I'm like Visa everywhere you want to be, sucker. You better believe it. So here we go. I'm sending it to you right now, sucker. Since you want it on the ground, I'm going to send it to you right now. Okay, so let's get right to it, right?
These are the facts.
Low. You stop running your mouth in the private chat, Low, and bring your candy ass up here on the chat room, sucker. And I'll cook your ass too. It'll be a double rotation, sucker. Believe that. Now, Ron, this is what I want you to do, Ron. This is what I want you to do, because I put the link in the chat room right now to you. I send it to you on the Telegram right now. Ron, put my links on the screen. I sent you this link. Put them on the screen, Ron. Put them on the screen.
It's 3 links.
Damo, I wake up. I stare at the ceiling. I'm alive. That's a beautiful feeling. I put my vest on right after I put on my drawers. It's a habit, more like I'm prepared for war. Let's go, Damo. Pull it up, Ron. 2015 on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. 2016 on your screen. 2017, baby. Let's go.
All right. This is the first link that Ticket sent.
What's the date?
Kevin Durant voted best player over LeBron James, Giannis by retired NBA players.
Oh, what's the date?
This was December 15th, 2021.
Yeah,
what are you cooking? What are you cooking here?
That's 2021.
Let him cook.
Keep going.
You have to burn the house down. Dog.
The first one's a miss, but we'll wait for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. First one's a miss, right? Okay, cool. No problem. Guess what, though, Mars? The one Dom put up was a real miss because the 3 dudes they had behind him laughed that sucker. Giannis and them laughed Anthony Davis.
What? But you're missing the point of the combo, dude. You're missing the point.
Let him go.
He might go
Let's go, second article, Ron.
Hey, put the next article. Put the next article.
Let's see if it's
because the long celebrity come about 70 shots to your frame. nigga. What that say, Ron? What's
The
it say, Ron?
article starts
What's
with a
the
picture of
date?
Stephen Curry and says
2015, right?
2015. That's
Golden
it.
State Warriors Stephen Curry is the best player in the NBA.
This proves my point about Jalen. People were saying that Jalen.
Y'all stop. Go ahead, Ron. Keep reading or go to the next link, please.
My chain blink like a UFO.
This proves my point to you, Jalen, by the way. This proves my point to you, Jalen.
So this is the beginning of the 15-16 season right here. That's November 8th. So that's the beginning of the 15th.
That was when the Warriors.
This one the NBA championship the year before that.
The Warriors were destroying the
like I said, 2015, 2016, 2017. Let's get it, sucker.
So
that's the next one.
I just want to make sure I'm following you. That's all. I just want to make sure I'm following.
Jalen should do a bad job of listening when it comes.
And I brought from the same article he sent, for the same Bleacher Report he sent.
Okay.
So which one
Make
is
sure
it?
I'm following you. That was the beginning of the 15-16 season. They had just won the NBA championship the year before that.
No, they wasn't saying Steph Curry they said he was the best then.
Okay, so
what's the third one? What's the third link, Ron? Please.
Go ahead, Ron.
I got
The
something.
third link, it starts with a picture of Kevin Durant. And the title is Kevin Durant still the NBA's second best player behind LeBron James?
He went over 3 on all these articles. These articles did not help any of your
give me the
points.
one-on-one screen, please. You can give the screen with me and Ticket, or you can do it by yourself, because this is great.
Hello,
Hey, Ticket, all that talking you was doing, all that shit you was saying, let me offer you an attitude adjustment. Fix that ass up right, because you can't see me. Because for whatever reason, your ass can't listen. All I sat here and said was, at a point in time,
Not me
there was
neither.
a
Keep going.
conversation about Anthony Davis being the next best player in the NBA after LeBron James retired. So the fact, and if you want to say that all your BS links was for Jalen, cool.
They was your same article.
No. But sending them weak ass shots at me, you missed, buddy. 0 for 3. I don't know what you tried to prove, but you didn't prove it. Understand? When you tune up the band, it don't matter, because that sweet chin music don't connect over here. It's real over here. Stone Cold Stun on that ass. You got cooked. You got flambé. What my nigga Mark Henry say? I'm here to win. I'm like that. What are you talking
guess
about?
what? Well, guess what? In real life, the heartbreak kid, the heartbreak kid beat Stone Cold Steve Austin for the World Championship, brother. In real life, the heartbreak kid beat Stone Cold, so we don't have that. And again, like I said before, don't nobody believe that link that man put up. He put up the link from Bleacher Report, and I bought the same Bleacher Report link the same year. And guess what? You didn't have to vote on it. They said Steph Curry in 2015 was the best player in the world at that time. So we say,
hold on.
That's Jalen Dom.
If we're saying,
I think he brought that up for Jalen. I think he brought that up for Jalen.
No. I brought the link up to the I brought the link up to show Dom the contradiction that the same report, the same Bleacher Report. The same Bleacher Report. The same Bleacher Report. Sir, the same Bleacher Report was putting out 2 different things during those same years. They was double talking. This is facts. Because everybody, I said, and DJ Mustard came up here talking about Steph Curry wasn't in that conversation, and they were saying Steph Curry was the best player in the league at that time.
That was Jalen. That was Jalen. Jalen.
I'm saying some Joel elimination game.
We're not doing. Okay, let's jump off Ticket. Let's get off Ticket. All right, that's enough of jumping on Ticket. We done jumping. Y'all done jumping on Ticket. This is what I want to do. I want to get something as a fact. So today in 2023, we've had a guy, let's say over the last 4 years, who was 2 of the last 4 years, he was first team All NBA, and he was first team All Defense. 2 of the last 4 years, right? So let's say from 2020 to 2023, in the last 4 seasons, 1920 to 22-23, last 4 seasons. 2 of those last 4 seasons, he was first team All NBA, and he was first team All Defense. Meanwhile, we got a guy, because again, we're talking about what these guys are doing, because 20 and 10, that's the measuring stick here. So we got a guy that's in the NBA that's 20 and 10, but he's not on a team that's as superior. Even though the other guy, who's first team All NBA and first team All Defense, his team's not great neither. Are we putting that guy who is 20 and 10 over the guy who's also 20 and 10, and he's first team All NBA and first team All Defense.
And top 5 MVP, by the way. He's done that.
Oh, I'm just saying, chill.
I'm putting a better player.
Chill. I agree. Hold on, chill. I agree with the premises of what you're saying. I'm just saying that all these dudes that's blazing AD now that he joined the Lakers and won, they wasn't talking about him like this, bro. They wasn't. Listen, they tried to pump AD up, and he got lapped by all them dudes. Like I said, the AD was irrelevant, bro. Bro, listen, Giannis came and won MVP. Hold on. Since that time, they were saying it about AD. How many of his other contemporaries were winning ADs and making that dude irrelevant, bro? LeBron literally. Listen, y'all, hold on. Y'all know I don't like LeBron James at all. LeBron literally saved his reputation of his career. He was known as a dude that was soft. He was known as a dude that was injury prone, and he was known as a dude that potentially.
He wasn't known as soft. He wasn't known as soft.
He was known as soft, bro.
Let it go so we can move on.
You're right, bro. My bad.
No,
the AD disrespect is so insane.
No, it's not. Bro, come on. Hold on, Ron. The man disrespected himself when they let him strip him down in Kentucky, butt nude in the locker room, and do whatever the hell they wanted to do. That's when he became soft then. So cut it out, dog. Like I said before, stop playing with me. He been soft since he been in the NBA. Listen, they call the man street clothes. They call the man, they always talk about how he's soft. The man hold his eyelash when somebody hit his elbow, man. Cut it out. He been soft, bro. Listen, LeBron, I give LeBron credit. LeBron toughened him up. The same way Kobe did to Pau Gasol. Pau was soft when he was in Memphis. Kobe toughened Pau up. LeBron, I give LeBron credit for doing the same thing with AD. The man barely made it through the finals. That's why LeBron won the finals MVP. Cut the shit, man. Y'all in here glazing this dude, act like he was not better than KD none of those years. He was not better than Steph Curry. None of those years, bro. And I can still name you 2 more dudes he wasn't better than, bro. So he wasn't better than Dame Dollar those 2 years. So cut it out.
Dame is insane. But
yo, Dumbo. This is actually Dumbo.
Acknowledge me.
You're not like that, buddy. You're not like
acknowledge me.
Hey, fellas, I just gotta go back and I gotta ask one question. Hypothetically speaking, if the Lakers do trade for KAT and trade for Kyrie, how Ticket and Fluent proposed, what happens? What do they do?
With Kyrie and KAT, they still win a championship. With Kyrie and KAT, with LeBron, they win a championship.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. They do
with Kyrie and
Can you imagine? Okay, guys, I have a question. We saw how Jokic destroyed Anthony Davis. Could you imagine if that was Karl Anthony Towns instead?
Hold on, but KAT, they would have put KAT on.
Like,
Jokic.
honestly,
would have another body. They'd
exactly.
Have
Hachimura.
My bad. The Jokic stopper, Hachimura. My bad.
This is the problem you guys are not looking at. If they got KAT and Kyrie, obviously they're going to build that.
They're going to get JaVale McGee. I forgot.
No. They're going to build. No, this is the problem. You guys are looking at it one way. If you get Kyrie and KAT with LeBron, they're going to build that team a little different. It's
okay,
so
tell me,
right?
I got you. So tell me, Jalen, tell me how they're gonna build that team to stop Jokic.
Okay, well, one, I'm not an NBA head coach GM, but this would be the premise.
He's just getting LeBron James a ring.
I'm just saying, with the talent and skill they have, especially offensively, you probably want to surround those guys with quality defenders. So at the shooting guard position,
tell me the vet minimums they're gonna get. Tell me the vet minimums.
So at the shooting guard position, let's do KCP at the shooting guard position still.
Yeah, that's a vet minimum,
right?
Denver's just trading KCP.
Where's KCP coming from?
Denver, the contender of Denver Nuggets. Where's KCP trading their starting 2 guard to the Lakers?
Hold up. I'm talking about 2020. I'm talking about the 2020 when they won the chip. Let's say when they won the chip. When the Lakers won the chip. You put Kyrie
and Karl Anthony
Towns on that
team. It's not the convo, dude. It's not the convo, Jalen. The convo is that they made the trade last year.
This season that just happened.
Before the trade deadline.
For KAT and trade Russ for Kyrie.
This season. Okay, I thought talking about the championship season, but okay, this season trying to get Kyrie. Hold on. Let's say the start of the season. They get Kyrie and KAT with LeBron. That's still a talented trio. You put the right pieces around them, they can still win a chip.
What's the right
bro, they got a chance to
What pieces are available? I don't understand.
Let's think about it.
Y'all talking about injuries. Anthony Towns.
I'm gonna ask everybody. Hold on. I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna ask everybody. Just relax. Everybody relax. So Jalen just gave his take. He says that they think they win a ring. Now, Mustard, what does this team do?
I don't think they're winning a championship. And I think it's crazy to me that the whole reason this combo is even taking place is because people think players are soft. People think guys are unavailable. Anthony Davis has missed games, I understand. Kyrie misses games for anything, whether it's injury, on the court problems, off the court problems. He's always missing games. Then you throw in Karl-Anthony Towns just missed the whole damn season. So I don't even understand why y'all bringing him up. You know, so no, they're not winning a championship.
We're talking about injuries. No, stop. Now we're gonna talk about if they're on
the whole reason this combo is taking place.
Stop it. No,
if AD is healthy, this combo does not take place, Jalen. If AD's healthy, you have this combo.
I'm not talking about health. I'm talking about the fit of the players.
That's the point of the combo. That is the point of the combo. The combo is because AD does not stay healthy. He's not available. If AD's healthy, this isn't a combo. And you're talking about replacing it with two guys.
Hold on. They got what AD healthy this year. So what the hell are you talking about, son?
And I'm telling you, if KAT is there and he misses his games, they don't make the playoffs, buddy.
Listen. I personally think, like I said, I value KAT more than y'all do. That's just all there is to it. I value KAT game more than y'all do. Y'all value AD's defense more, and I agree with that. I agree AD is way better defensively than KAT. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm telling y'all the other pieces that the Lakers got help make up for KAT's deficiencies defensively. Because this when you downplay the guy. You downplay the guy like the again Jackson Hayes. But it was funny to me, Chilltown. The Lakers. Hold on. I'm not finished. When they signed Jackson Hayes, it was funny to me. If you go to Lakerland, go to all these Laker channels when they signed Jackson Hayes. It was a lot of going on. Am I lying, Chilltown? Am I lying? It was a lot of Jackson Hayes.
Everybody was happy about that.
Uncle Ticket said it. Now everybody and their mama got a problem with it.
Because of AD. That's why, bro.
I think y'all understand Kyrie Irving right now. I don't understand what Kyrie Irving can do next to LeBron James with that team. Kyrie Irving.
You said that. Kyrie already with LeBron. So what the hell is he talking about on there? Kyrie already won a trip with LeBron with a dude like that plays all offense and no defense.
I don't even hate the Kyrie. The Kyrie addition
would have been beautiful. Would have been amazing. Kyrie and LeBron back together.
Kyrie's fine, even though Kyrie makes their point of attack worse, and then you're replacing AD with KAT. So two guys that
how does Kyrie make them worse?
Hold up, point of attack. Their perimeter defense gets worse with Kyrie. It does, plain and simple.
Hold on. This is why you can't put him on the field. Hold on. You told me the same Kyrie Irving that when he showed you, when he got angry, when they went in there and played against James Harden, when he went to Raptors against Hold on one second, Muscle. You just said they get worse. You telling me with Kyrie they get worse defensively than it was with D'Lo? You telling me they get worse with Kyrie defense than it was with D'Lo?
You said that, Mustard. You said that.
No, I did not say that.
You just said they get worse.
Kyrie makes their point of attack. Yes, he makes it worse. He does.
Kyrie makes it worse than D'Lo.
But D'Lo was a part of the Russ trade, right? We're assuming that. What are we assuming? Is Russ still
there?
We're
assuming that Russ for Kyrie. We're assuming that Russ. How else would that trade happen?
Is Russ there?
It'd be Russ for Kyrie. Stop it. Now you're just lying and being nasty. You know Russ and Kyrie would have had a team together. It would not work. Russ would be traded for Kyrie.
No, Jalen. Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying instead of Russ, they get Kyrie now. So the initial trade was AD for KAT and Russ for Kyrie. That's why I'm asking, what do they look like with LeBron, Kyrie, and KAT?
And I'm telling you that if they get that, their point of attack will be worse than what it was before the Russ trade. It will be worse, like it or not. And then on top of that, you're adding KAT as your 5. That's not good.
I played KAT at the 4.
The original Russ trade that actually helped them.
Chill out, Mars.
KAT at the 4. Then who's playing the 5?
In certain matchups, obviously he's going to put KAT.
Hold on. What are you talking about?
Bro, can you imagine?
Hold on. Michael, what are you talking about?
Talking about this past year that just happened.
Oh, you said who picked the 5? Listen. This is where Damo had 1 point. This is where Damo had 1 point. He could have played the center beside AD. But all the coaches that go over there say the Lakers are better when they play AD at the center because of how the league plays now. So this is the reason why. Listen, I don't agree with it. Me personally, I don't agree with it. I kind of agree with what Don was saying on that as far as playing another big man beside AD to kind of preserve AD and help do all the dirty work beside him. I agree with Don on that aspect. You understand what I'm saying? But from the way that they're playing, they feel like the team is better. And it wasn't just Darvin Ham. That was Frank Vogel, too, who went to AD and said they were better with him at the 5. Before he left, remember, they said, yo, we better with you at the 5. And AD said he didn't want to play the 5. We got to remember that too. So it's been multiple coaches that have said that about AD because of his ability to take advantage of the big man who can't guard him based off the fact that he's quicker than those guys that are playing the center like Jokic and those guys. Because AD he destroyed Joel Embiid and those guys when he played them this year. He destroyed Giannis Antetokounmpo when he played those guys this year. So we're not gonna say he can't do it at that position. We're just saying that we think that it works better when he's at the 4 because now the big man comes in and can clean up better and help. And now your defense is even more fortified at the basket where AD can go out and roam on the perimeter and then help defensively in the paint. But you, sir, to come in here and say that Kyrie Irving, regardless of what you think, one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball, in his prime right now, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 7 rebounds, 5 or 6 assists. For you to say that dude who's damn near 50, 40, 90 dude right now can't go over with KAT and win, that's insane, bro. That's insane, bro.
KAT might have to come out the bench in some matchups, and that's fine.
Hold on. The point of attack is work. When the chemistry
I don't even care anymore. Y'all just I don't know.
When the chemistry with Russ was horrible, when the chemistry with Russ was horrible and Russ won't play no D and the chemistry with Russ was horrible, and you can talk about the point of attack gets worse, bro. Did you watch Russell Westbrook playing defense when he was with the Lakers? He was horrible.
Russell Westbrook this past year, the one that he just got traded from the Lakers this year, on ball he was good. Off ball, he was really bad. I'm not going to deny. He's not a good off ball defender. But on ball, he's good. Kyrie on ball sucks. Kyrie off ball sucks. Kyrie is a worse defender than Russell Westbrook in 2023. I don't even understand why that's even. No, he is.
Yes, it was, Jalen.
Kyrie's not a good defender.
No. Now you're just going off his perception, reputation.
It's not perception. Kyrie has select.
Just like Steph.
No, Jalen.
Just like Steph on ball defense. You can say it's average.
Kyrie has had moments and that you can point out. I'm talking specific games, stretches, like 2-3 game stretches every year that people point out. Oh, in the finals, he played good defense on Steph. Oh, you see that one game on TNT where he faced James Harden and he locked him up that one game when James Harden went to Philly after the trade? He just specific select moments. Kyrie is not a good defender, dog. He's not good on that stuff. On ball,
he's a bad defender.
Always.
Now, could I say he plays up for matchups? Do I think he plays up for matchups? Sure, he plays up for matchups in the playoffs.
No, he doesn't.
Sure.
Even if he plays up for those matchups, he's still not good. He's still not a good. He's not a positive.
I think he's an average defender. I wouldn't say he's poor. I think he's an average defender.
No, I think he's a negative defender, bro.
All right, y'all. We got super chats. It's about that time. Let's go ahead and make these happen. Right from the top, Indoor Voices said,
"Can you handle it, Mars? Yes or no?"
You're gonna see some serious Jalen Green propaganda in about 10 minutes from me. Serious Jalen Green propaganda.
All right. Indoor Voices said, "Can we end the narrative that if you don't play, you don't know? There's idiots on both sides and smart people as well. Anyone can have a solid opinion."
Even if
there's some things you just wouldn't know if you never played.
That's correct. That's where I was going. If you never played basketball, there's some things that you just don't know.
I agree.
I do think it's interesting whenever we had I noticed it in my real life 2 debates, the Allen Iverson versus Steve Nash debate. Everyone who's played hoops, that I know personally who's played at like the college level or some semi-pro level, they always tend to lean towards Allen Iverson. While everyone who doesn't, who I think is knowledgeable, say myself, Mars, Damo, Mustard, I think we all lean to Steve Nash as a better basketball player. Or you don't? Okay, no.
Domo played, but Domo has AI.
My bad. I'm just saying, I do think it is that thing where people who have played, they've always leaned toward Allen Iverson, while people who haven't, we tend to lean towards Steve Nash. I do think it's interesting why. Like, what's the disconnect?
I think Iverson is just more emotionally attached. Because I
get that.
And what level are you? What level?
Why do people play?
What level of basketball player y'all even talking about? Y'all talking about past high school?
No, yeah, I'm saying guys who have played at the college level or semi-pro, whatever. Even personal people I know who played at college level. Guys who have played always tend to lean towards Allen Iverson, while knowledgeable people who
Iverson's just more popular. He's more ingrained.
He's just better.
It's very easy, and I'm a guy who I peaked at like pretty high level, well, not gonna say super high level, but reasonably high level of high school ball. It's because niggas understand how hard it was for Iverson to do what he did. that you have a respect for him going out there, putting his body on the line.
Give him a handicap.
Like you understood, he's
more relatable. He's like 5'11".
Handicap. It's like he's a small guy that was going out there amongst the trees, banging on people.
It's a degree of difficulty.
You understand how hard it is. Like you have a respect for.
To be fair, really Steve Nash is small too. He's not a
but before D'Antoni.
Oh my God! What? Oh, you tell me you're one of those people that think
that's the argument.
That's just not true.
That's the argument.
Oh,
that's
people,
what it is.
What
that's
people
the
say?
Argument. He wasn't an MVP before D'Antoni arrives. He's an MVP.
Part of that's true. I'm just like Allen Iverson. I think he's a better player. I'm not looking at the
just a better player. To be honest,
I'm not looking at height. I'm not looking at none of that. I'm looking at what Allen Iverson produced and what he did on the basketball court and how he looked. Allen Iverson is one of you hear it all the time. Pound for pound, one of the best scorers of all time. And I mean,
pound for pound.
You know, like it's things like that. It's things like Game 1 of the finals. Things like that.
The game is not just about scoring, but I feel
okay. And what can we say about Nash? The game is not just about passing.
But his playmaking is. I think the gap in playmaking is actually more than the gap in scoring.
A dude that led the league in scoring
4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, on like 1,000 shots. Congratulations. I mean.
Hey man, you make as many as you make, man. It doesn't matter how many you miss.
When you take 1,000 shots, I expect you to get to at least 30 points.
And what offense? Once again, and Mars was probably trolling when he said it, but
no, I wasn't trolling. I was just saying that's the argument that gets made.
What offense was Steve Nash in?
See, told you.
You talking the 7 seconds or less offense?
Yes,
but he was also.
Time out. I just want you to think about this. For the most part, if the offense is 7 seconds or less, right? I'm a point guard. I get an outlet. I take 2 dribbles, kick the ball up the court. That person's able to jack the first shot, whether they're open, whether it's a good look, bad look, whether they're fading away, out of bounds. They still get to shoot the shot, and these are fairly good 3-point shooters too. So the majority of my passes are going to somebody that's actually shooting, which means the percentage of my chances of getting higher.
That's where I think you're off on that because.
I'm not done. On top of that. The percentage of the time that they were running pick and rolls with the dude like Amari, who was a roll threat demon, and I get to throw the ball up to the rim and he just gets to go and catch everything, that also makes it better. On top of that, I'm running a fast break with Sean Marion, Dunk Champ, Jason Richardson, other guys that are able to get up the floor. I get to run with these guys. Come on, man. Steve Nash had an offense that was tailor-made for him to stack up assists all day, every day. And once again, and this isn't me hating on Steve Nash. I love Steve Nash's playmaking ability. I love the fact that he was able to lead that offense competently. But at the same time, that offense was tailor-made for him.
Okay, and this is why I say I think you're vastly underrating what Steve Nash did, and you're kind of overrating what Allen Iverson did. Because for you to acknowledge Steve Nash having a certain offense tailor-made for him, and not acknowledge that Allen Iverson was on a team that was bereft of some offensive talent in a lot of his peak seasons, which was why he was able to just jack up a bunch of shots all the time. I think that's kind of a double standard. And then secondly, Steve Nash, you're talking about all these players he played with. And you're talking about Mike D'Antoni, 7 seconds or less team offense, which we've seen inflate certain people's assist numbers, which, by the way, I don't think assist numbers are everything when it comes to playmaking. It's just a small part of the argument. But let's even use that. Why was Mike D'Antoni, what was he doing before Steve Nash? What was those offensive players that you're talking about? What were they doing before Steve Nash? Amari Stoudemire, less efficient without Steve Nash. Sean Marion, all of them had their best seasons with Steve Nash. They were a mediocre.
Hold on. Wait. Amari Stoudemire went to be an MVP candidate without Steve Nash.
MVP candidate?
Stoudemire was the MVP candidate without Steve Nash.
In 10-11, we was with the Knicks. He was in the conversation.
Amari Stoudemire was an MVP candidate in 2011.
Yes.
When he was
where did he finish in the race? Tell me what he finished in the race.
He was an MVP candidate.
I don't even like pulling up the computer, but let's look at it.
Sucker. This is how you get cooked when you're trying to come against Ron. You come against Ron, you come against me, sucker. Believe Bob ain't here today, so you all go down. Your other security guard.
I just pulled it up. In 2011, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but in 2011, hold on, buddy, I'm letting you know, but bro, he wasn't even top 5. He wasn't 6, 7, 8, or 9. He didn't get a first place vote. Like he was 10th. He was 10th or 9th. Excuse me. 9th is we're calling that MVP candidacy. You know how many players we can find that finished 9th, 8th, 6th, 7th?
No, hold on. He was top 10 out of 500, bro. Cut it out.
Mustard, you weren't. Mustard, their argument. You weren't really listening. You just heard MVP candidate. Listen, they said in the early part of the season he was a strong candidate, but didn't he get hurt that year? That was he got
take it off. That's why I said the first part of the season he was a candidate. Yeah. I view it the same way people say DeMar DeRozan was an MVP candidate in 22.
But that first half of that season,
that's actually even worse.
That first half of that season, Mustard. Listen,
no,
the first half of that season, Mustard, he was hooping, and it was without Steve Nash.
Nobody is saying Dom. Nobody's saying. I never said he can't
but
hoop.
you said no. But you said what did he do before Steve Nash, which would imply his
Steve
numbers
Nash.
are getting boosted because of Steve Nash. What I'm saying is that first half of that season, the first season without Steve Nash, his numbers were even better without Steve Nash. Then he got hurt. That's what they're trying to say.
See, and I hear you there, but my argument is not that Amari can't put up numbers. Amari's not a good player. He can't be useful on other teams, but his best seasons came with Steve Nash. Sean Marion's best offensive seasons came with Steve Nash. Sure. Go look at what they were doing before they got Amari.
Amari Stoudemire's best season was with the Knicks. It wasn't with Steve Nash. No, his best season was that first year with the Knicks. It was. That season was better than all of these with the Knicks. What are you talking about?
It was not. It was not.
I just capped. He played 78 games that season.
No. Damo.
Hey, gang.
No, Damo.
I was wrong.
Damo. Yeah, it was the first part of the season. It was a candidate. It just
that year with. What you say, Mars?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No. I want you to say that again. I heard what you said.
I said it was the first part of the season. Amari was an MVP candidate.
But he finished top 10, right? He finished top 10 MVP.
He was ninth or whatever. Then I believe they got Melo that year. And then
I thought they got Melo the next year. I thought they got Melo
the next year. He got hurt.
They got Melo the next year.
Hey, Mars. Well, my point to him is this. He basically was saying that this dude wasn't doing much without Steve Nash. I'm telling you.
That's not what I said.
Hold on. Yes, you did. Hold on. We can rewind and take that. That's why I happened. Hold on.
I said his best seasons came with Steve Nash.
I'm about to cook you real good because I ain't just going to him. Not only him, Joe Johnson played better without Steve Nash. So cut the shit when you went down there to Atlanta. So don't now let me really fry your ass. Joe Johnson took his game.
I never even brought up Joe Johnson, by the way. I never even brought one. I never brought up Joe Johnson. Two,
I'm bringing him up.
Joe Johnson left after like 06, 05, one of those years. He didn't play with Steve Nash that long. And if you actually look at Joe Johnson's career right before he got Steve Nash, immediately as soon as Steve Nash got there, he was a much better player. He was actually an efficient offensive player. He was not a good offensive player before he got Steve Nash.
Mustard, it's understandable who Steve Nash is in that he makes the people around him better. Nobody's discrediting Steve Nash for that. All of these guys were more than likely better with Steve Nash because Steve Nash is a hell of a playmaker. He's a hell of a point guard. He's one of the best point guards ever.
And I also think, Ron, his scoring, and that's why I get to the scoring part of Steve Nash.
And I'm gonna get to the passing part of Allen Iverson too.
Iverson is a really good playmaker. He's a solid playmaker. I have no problem with you gassing his playmaker, but it's not comparable. His playmaking and Steve Nash playmaker, it's not comparable. The scoring gap between Iverson and Steve Nash, I actually think Steve Nash is not a better scorer than Iverson. I think Iverson's a better scorer because just at the end of the day, the volume and the raw totals of Allen Iverson, I have to value that to some degree over what Steve Nash did. Because Steve Nash, he'll even tell you himself he should have been more aggressive. He was not as aggressive as he should have been in a lot of games, moments, series throughout his career. But the efficiency of Steve Nash's game, and go look at some of these playoffs Steve Nash had. Steve Nash could score all through, maybe at the rim. He wasn't the best finisher at the rim, but outside of the rim, he was a great scorer everywhere on the court. Great mid-range shooter, great three-point shooter, great free throw shooter, efficient everywhere. That is easier to play off of as an offensive player than Allen Iverson. It's just easier.
It's also easier to score. And it's also easier to score once again when you have Joe Johnsons, when you have Leandro Barbosas, when you have Jason Richardsons, when you have Sean Marions, Amari Stoudemire, and you got an offense that's run and gun with Mike D'Antoni. It's easier to score in that as well. So let's think of the number.
Yeah, and it's also when you're talking about the raw and Allen Iverson's edge over Steve Nash, right? Is it not the raw totals? like him averaging 30-something points a game. That is really his argument against Steve Nash. And is it not like that because he's on a depleted roster? Yes or no? When you're on a depleted roster, you're getting all these touches to go out there and jack up these shots. You're not efficient anywhere. He's not efficient anywhere.
Is the roster depleted, or is that they just made it that way to compliment him? So it's not like they just threw some ragtag crews together, as opposed to them just putting the roster together to compliment Allen Iverson. And why are we talking about Steve Nash in the Mike D'Antoni system like he wasn't awesome before he got with Mike D'Antoni? I don't understand why we talking about Steve Nash. I don't understand why we talk about Steve Nash like
people act like him and Dirk weren't leading the best offense in the league when they were together.
Before he got with Mike D'Antoni. I mean, he was on his way to doing something like this. He was on his way to doing something special before he got with Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni enhanced his game, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't awesome before he got with Mike D'Antoni. Had he stayed with Dirk Nowitzki, he could very well have been in the MVP conversation maybe later on had he stayed with him. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that Steve Nash wasn't a beneficiary to the 8 seconds or less offense. 100% he was, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't awesome before he got on that crew.
It's Lowe's fault. That's why.
All right, so we're going to keep it pushing. King Shot of 442 said, whatever happened to that Shaq and Ticket versus Low and Mars basketball versus basketball debate?
Which team is which?
Take a guess.
You and Low the basketball team. Shaq and Ticket the basketball.
Okay.
Nobody knows what happened to that?
I don't. I never heard of it, to be honest with you.
Bring it back.
So much for that. Nick Tri-State said easy. Pal, Dirk, Giannis, Drazen, Tony Parker.
We'll get to that.
Jokic is making the team. But...
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that.
So Quay White said Ticket being a hypocrite. He wants all of PC to ride for him against others, but now he's riding for Cam and Mace and is against Damo. Shit's crazy.
I still don't know who they are. So.
No, Ron, we're not gonna do that. That's not true. I just said that we ain't gonna hate on nobody. We're gonna show love to everybody doing their thing because we don't want nobody hating on us. That's all I'm saying.
And Ticket also said that even if he doesn't like somebody, that doesn't mean I don't want you getting money.
That's right. I don't like Damo. I show Damo every single day. I watch his show. I show Damo love. I don't like Mars. I show Mars show support. Whenever Mars going live, I go on his channel, hit the like button, and say what's good or whatever, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I support his channel. I watch his channel. I watch y'all's channels, bro. Real talk. I go to Chill Time. Ask Chill Time. I like Chill. I go to Chill. I pull up on Chill. Jalen Carter, I rock with him. Whenever he's in here, open gym or whatever shows, I'm rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's supporting everybody. I don't like this, well, I ain't feeling okay. If we ain't feeling it, cool. We ain't gotta say we ain't feeling it because I don't want to seem like no hater over here. I want all these dudes to get the money. It's enough money in this world to go around. See what I'm saying?
Alan R said Jordan meat riding incoming.
There's a lot of that going on. A lot of that going on yesterday.
It'd be a lot of LeBron.
Man, you got LeBron in your mouth. You better never say that about Jordan. You the last one.
We fighting back against all this Jordan propaganda. We got to fight back.
Lee Ave Star said $10. Chill can't go without saying, quote unquote, the long ball.
That's part of basketball conversation. What are you talking about? The hell? That's like saying that's like saying, yo, you can't go without saying dribble or handle. It's part of the conversation.
Sick OG said, if Damo watched the show and didn't like it, that's not hating, in my opinion. But if he only saw a 30-second clip and it's criticizing, then not gonna lie, it will be hating.
It's hating when you talking down. That's all. It's hating when you broadcasting. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna let it be. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Ticket. Bowler Boy 23 has a question for you. Ticket. Do you support the Draymond podcast?
The Draymond Green show.
Oh, I don't have no problem with Draymond's show. I think Draymond is, you know what I'm saying? He do his thing. Listen, I can't knock nobody who doing it. Only thing I don't like is guys like Stephen A. Snitch, who will be wrong about Lonzo, won't even apologize to the dude. You come on, bash the dude more after you talking about he couldn't stand up. You heard he couldn't stand up. The man show you on video he can stand up, gets mad at you and argues with you for saying that. And then you come out talking about some, oh, well, look at the money you getting paid in the games you missed. That was disgusting.
You was on this platform hating on Stephen A for running that basketball camp for all that money. How you gonna charge this amount of money and do this? How you gonna charge all this? You was hating on Stephen A.
Damo. Before you cap, Damo, you can listen to what I said. Stephen A. Smith came out and said that Lonzo Ball, he heard he couldn't stand up. That damages his right. Hold on. Lonzo came out, and you know Lonzo don't talk. He came out and stood up like 10 times and said, yo, Woody, why are you saying this about me? It's not true, bro. And then Stephen A., instead of apologizing to him when he proved him wrong, he went out and bashed him some more and talked about all the money he was getting in the games he wasn't playing, bro. The situation with Stephen A. Snitch is, like I told you, he always talking about the players' money, but he ain't talking about the money he cracking them kids in the head for. That's the problem I got with him, is the stuff like the way he did to Lonzo. You need to apologize to Lonzo. He was wrong. Apologize to him. You told people he couldn't stand up, and you talking about the money.
That's fair. Yeah, the Lonzo stuff totally out of line. What does that?
That's why I'm telling you. That's why.
But none of this happened at the time where he came out with the
basketball camp. I'm saying those are those are the reasons why I go up to Stephen A. Because of what he did to Kenyon Martin. You seen what Kenyon Martin said when he called Stephen A. in Puerto Rico was going to knock his head off because he was playing with his money on national TV? And he didn't know his situation.
Your reasoning doesn't matter because you're hating on another man getting money when there's so much money.
I'm not hating. Hold on, bro.
Hey, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what I said about Cam and Mace. Because I didn't agree with how much money it was, I was hating. So you're hating on Stephen A. Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's funny you can hate, but when it's funny when you hate. I'm not agreeing. It's not hating. All right. When I disagree, it's hating. When you disagree, it's not hating.
Stop buck dancing, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying, I keep it consistent. You're gonna call me a hater, but you say you're hating on Stephen A.
I'm not hating on Stephen A. Snitch. He's a rat.
He ran a basketball camp you didn't agree with, and you hated on it. How you gonna charge all these kids X amount of dollars? How you gonna charge all these kids this money?
He's a rat. He snitched out Carmelo Anthony. He snitched. He's a rat. That's what he is. He's a snitch and a rat, and everybody in the industry know it. Period. He snitched out his best friend, Allen Iverson. He snitched out his best friend for $1, even though he was hanging out in the same spots with the man. And then he came out later talking about, I could have told you something, but I didn't do it. I regret it. No, you regret it after you went and got a bag because you sold him out like the buck dancer you is. So cut it out, dog. Next.
Here's a big bag.
W hate, bro. W hate.
Yeah, okay. Ask AI was a hater that time.
All that has nothing to do with his basketball camp. You just talking.
Okay, yeah, it does.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, everybody in the chat. First off, like the video. And right after you get done liking the video, I just put up a poll. I asked you guys, who's a bigger hater? Damo, Ticket, or Mars? Y'all let us know who's the biggest hater up here. Mars, I had to
It's Mars. It's Mars.
Mars. Absolutely.
I don't even know why this debate. It's obviously Mars.
This man said Russell Westbrook's worse than Killian Hayes, bro. Ain't no worse than that, bro. He said Russell's worse than Killian Hayes, though. Period.
Mars definitely the hater.
Hey, Chad, y'all read me like a book, man. I get on here every day, and I'm just ready to argue with somebody. That's exactly what I want to do. I'm here to argue. That's exactly what I'm here for.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Killian Hayes, though, is crazy. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook, worst point guard than Killian Hayes, that man said. Come on.
No, not the worst point guard than Killian Hayes. He the worst player in the league.
We put him in the last.
He the worst player.
Didn't Dom do like 500 players better than Westbrook or something?
222. 222.
That's so egregious too. That's
crazy.
You might be the biggest hater.
Hey.
Watch the video. Matter of fact, it might be this dude over there. It might be him.
But to be fair, he didn't say players better. He actually said players he would take on his team over Russell Westbrook.
For winning. If I value winning, you're trying to win. 222 players are
that's
222 is still kind of.
I came out with a similar Chris Paul list.
Oh my God!
But somehow I'm the biggest hater.
Yeah, you are, Mars. But that's
Mars, your hate strictly lands on Killian Hayes.
I don't hate Killian Hayes. He's just bad. See, being honest is not hate.
Killian Hayes, Julius Randle, and who else? You got a couple other players.
Oh, Randle, I agree with you. Randle.
Killian Hayes is the worst player in the NBA, and I say that. That's not hate.
What's his name? James Wiseman.
I think you said Westbrook's worse.
If James Wiseman is trash, and I say he's trash, that's not hate.
These are
you should say something untrue about someone because you don't like them. I'm just being honest.
Is Killian Hayes the worst player drafted where he was drafted, or is he the worst player?
He's the worst player in the NBA who plays minutes.
Right now, he's not the worst in the NBA.
There's no one who's playing 15 plus minutes a game who's worse.
Isn't James Wiseman literally playing? James Wiseman is worse, probably.
James Wiseman is not worse than Killian Hayes. He's not.
Didn't Killian Hayes have a little come up recently? I could have sworn he had
come up
last year.
There was no come
past
up.
year, didn't he?
There was no come up. No, there was no come up. It's not hate if I'm being honest. It's hate if I'm just saying nonsense about someone.
Based on that logic,
because I dislike.
Killian is a bad NBA player.
I could have swore there was a stretch Killian Hayes was playing like kind of decent.
Yeah, you're capping. But I don't hate people. I just say what I think.
It was the first 3 games.
It had to be like
Hayes for MIP this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He had a stretch. Hey, he had a stretch. He was putting up some.
Obi Toppin is worse if he's getting minutes.
Obi Toppin is not worse than Killian. Oh, you see,
I think
Obi's better than Killian Hayes.
See, that's Obi Toppin hate. Jalen's a hater. Yeah. That's crazy.
Hate Obi Toppin.
No, that is hating. That is hating.
I'm not hating. I'm being honest.
All right, y'all. Let's keep it pushing, Mars. Let's go from somebody that you hate to somebody that you absolutely love. From Jersey Love. Jersey Love said, if Taylor Swift's on the panel, Mars would be simping.
Mars. Yeah, get Taylor Swift on the panel, man.
Secure the bag.
Daniel Fagang said, yesterday's show was fire. We hadn't seen Mars in low versus the old heads since the Jokic debates. I low-key missed this. He said the MJ glazing was insane, though.
I wasn't even on Lowe's side. I was just asking what Bernard King would do in this era. That's all I did. Lowe was arguing. Yeah, Lowe was more with Domo than me. Like, every time Lowe shows up, all of a sudden, I'm just put on Lowe's sides, and I ain't even make no arguments.
That's the Bernard King would average. That's the thing with the Jordan thing. Everyone will say he'll average 38, 40, whatever. But then you also have to, if you're going to do that, you got to say Dominique's going to average a couple points left. Or, like I said, Bernard King's going to average a couple points. You can't just elevate Michael Jordan and ignore everybody else. I mean, because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I still want to know what Bernard King would average.
I just get thrown on low side because we both fat. That's what happens.
I get thrown on low side because we both just reached that.
They didn't say that because you guys are like bigger, both black, and they'll be like, okay, you guys are twins, low, whatever the case is.
So Bernard King playing in today, but Bernard King playing in today's game where he's the focal point. He's the focal point of the offense as fast as the game is. Bernard King was not a long ball shooter.
Was not a 3-point shooter. Keep it real. He
was not a long ball shooter, but he had a money mid-range. He had a money mid-range game. Not only did he have a money mid-range game, he was arguably the best one-on-one player in the game. So if he played in today's game, which was more wide open, that season that you talked about, which was 33 a game, I think that 33 could go up a lot higher to. I mean, if James Harden at his height was 36 a game, I think Bernard King could average 36, 37 a game. I think he could do that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. It took 24 hours,
today,
but we got there.
In the league today?
Yes.
Oh. Nah, Chill. I don't believe that, Chill. I think when he did that year, he was on a bad team, and he did put up numbers in his career. I just don't think that without the 3-ball, I don't think a point guard can really put up huge those type of numbers. Like even with Russ, his high one year was like 27, 28. That was his like absolute high, but normally he's around 22, 23.
The year he won the league MVP, he averaged 32 a game.
That was 1 year. I'm saying that was his like peak. He never did that like again. Like most of his career has been 22, 23, like or a little lesser than that. So I don't think that Bernard King, because I think the 3-ball makes all these dudes, like if you look at all the guards, Trae Young, Steph Curry, Dame Dollar, all the point guards, Kyrie, all these dudes using the 3-ball. They all
talking about point guards.
No, I'm saying no.
Ticket's talking about the long ball. He's just
trying to say Bernard King's not a point guard, so we shouldn't be.
Ticket is referencing point guards because they shoot the long ball. That's why he's referencing point guards.
Listen, but even the shooting guards, even the shooting guards. It's only one guard that we look at in the league that we say get buckets that don't rely on the 3 that much, and that's old boy from Chicago that bars don't like, and he really. Yeah, and he ain't put up 30. He not putting up 30 again.
Bernard King was a wing.
I'm not saying that. I'm getting to it.
What are you talking about?
I'm getting to it right now. Wait. So now when you go to the small forwards, when we're looking at the small forwards, most of the small forwards that are high-scoring guys, that ain't too many of them like KD and those dudes that's putting up there, he's almost at 30. He ain't really been over 30 his whole career. So you're not going to tell me that Bernard King's going to come in the league and the point guard that ain't got the 3 ain't doing it. The shooting guards that ain't got the three ain't doing it. The small forwards that ain't got the three ain't doing it. Paul George, he only averaged like 23. He averaged what 28 that year he played with Russ. Right. And that was like his best year. So come on, man. But I can't.
So wait a minute, real quick, Sean. If we don't see how that hypocrisy clearly needs to apply to MJ as well. With this 3-point shooting,
MJ, hold on.
We clearly don't see that. I'm sorry, but that's crazy. If we don't see how that clearly lines up with Michael Jordan,
here's the difference, Mark. When MJ attempted the three more in his career, he actually shot it better. When he attempted it more in his career. Hold on.
Who wasn't shooting threes.
Hold on.
That makes no sense.
Hold on, Mark.
With Ricky Jordan, who didn't shoot threes, and you said he could lead the league. So that's
hold on, Mark. This is why we say that you gotta play basketball to understand some stuff. Like with a dude like, hold on, let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. With a dude, I'm not being crazy. With a dude like MJ, he was a perfectionist. So if the league was going in that direction, MJ would have already been come to master that. That's how he was. He was a perfectionist.
All right, that's glazing. That's glazing. Just giving him the 3-point attribute.
I'm about to say, Ricky MJ all of a sudden can now shoot threes because he's a perfectionist.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. If Shaq was playing today and he sees all these big shooting, maybe Shaq will start taking shooting.
I'm thinking about Bernard King, who doesn't shoot the because Bernard King doesn't shoot the long ball and the other stuff that's a part of his game, right? So we're talking about getting to the line a lot more. And I understand that this logic would clearly go to MJ also. Now, him being on the now Bernard King being on a bad team, well, that logic doesn't really work because Jason Tatum averaged 30 and he was on one of the best teams in the game as a small forward. He did shoot the long ball, but he didn't shoot it efficiently. Now, with Bernard King in today's game, shoot the long ball at a higher rate? Probably not. But I do think with him getting to the basket, with him playing in the mid-range, because he definitely had a better mid-range at that time. He definitely had a better mid-range at that time than anybody that we're talking about. So that 33 game. Say that one more time.
Hold on. I can go point guard, shooting guard, smart. Did he have a better mid-range than CP3? Did he have a better mid-range than DeMar DeRozan? Did he have a better mid-range than goddamn KD?
Bernard King at that time. Now I know where you're going.
Hold on, stay out of this.
Hold on, Mars.
Chill time. What you mean stay out of this? Hold on, Mars. I'm about to get chill time. I'm about to get chill time and stuff out of here with this.
Kick me out of the conversation. I thought it.
No. I'm just saying.
No. Because you want to try to talk again. No.
I'm saying I disagree.
She's worse than DeMar DeRozan. That's irrelevant.
Bro,
by the way,
y'all making it seem like nobody can do
What Ticket is trying to sell me is that the fact that he doesn't shoot the ball in the mid range like Chris Paul. He doesn't shoot the mid range like
he shoots it like Chris Paul does.
He doesn't shoot it like DeRozan, even though he's not that much off from these two guys. Not only is he not that much off from these two guys, his volume of shots is a lot higher because we talking about a guy in Bernard King who was playing on the team. We talking about a guy in Bernard King who was playing on the team who really wasn't that good. He had a rookie Ewing on the team, so he was getting the lion's share of the shots. With him getting the lion's share of the shots, he was getting shots in good space. So with the whistle being what it is today, his free throw percentage would go up. And not only that, he would probably take better shots because the lane isn't clogged up like it was when he was playing with the big guys. So I think that 32, 33 a game, I think it could definitely go higher. Because a lot of what James Harden was doing, I'm thinking about a lot of what James Harden was doing. A lot of what James Harden was doing, he was shooting the long ball. James Harden got to the stripe a record amount of times during that time when he was at. What
the hell did you think Bernard King would do it if KD couldn't average 34, 35 a game? Come on, bro.
Well, here's the difference with KD. Here's the difference with KD and Bernard King. KD will let you off the hook. And anybody that watches KD as a scorer will know that. There's a reason why KD has never had a 60-point game, had a 70-point game, because KD will let you off the hook. Bernard King is not letting you off the hook. When Bernard King gets going, it's like water. He's going to pour it on you, and he's not going to stop. KD will get to 40 and be like, you know what? I think I'm good. Not Bernard. If I got 40, that 40 will turn into 50. If I got 50, that 50 will turn into 60. Do you think on Christmas Day, when they were playing against the New Jersey Nets when he had 60, if he had an opportunity to get 70, he would have stopped? Hell no. Bernard King is absolutely that guy who will continuously pour it on you and wouldn't stop. KD is different in the aspect where KD will let you off the hook as a scorer. Bernard King is not like that, which is another reason why I feel like his scoring average would go up because he would cook a lot of these dudes today.
There's no way. There's no way you can say the 3-point line is why he won't average more, but then say Jordan would just get given a 3-point shot because he's a perfectionist. There's no way you can say Bernard King wouldn't average more because his mid-range ain't as good as KD and DeMar DeRozan when his mid-range was undeniably better than rookie MJ, who you said would lead the league in scoring. So that was there's no way you can bring up the free throws when Bernard King was getting just as many free throws as Michael Jordan because he was also getting to the rim at will. Not as good as Michael Jordan because he wasn't the athlete, but he was damn near close. Bernard King was a hell of an athlete himself before he got hurt as well. So no argument for MJ as a rookie makes sense if you're not applying it to Bernard King too. But you're just trying to just give Michael Jordan.
Mars. This is all I'm saying. Me and you are two different people. Your drive might not be the same as mine. Bernard King was a great player. He did put up a lot of points that year. I'm just saying that Michael Jordan, this is the difference between Michael Jordan and most other players in NBA history. His drive, his will, his desire, whenever he put his mind to something, he could accomplish it on the basketball court. That was what his career was based off of. That was what his career, when Michael Jordan won 3 championships and retired, and so it was he came back and won 3 straight, bro. That is desire. That's putting your mind to do something. When Michael Jordan was leading the league in scoring and doing all this stuff where people couldn't stop him, no, change your game and do it like this. He could do that. So all I'm saying to you was this: Michael Jordan had a different level, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and all of that than Bernard King. They were not cut the same. Michael Jordan was on a completely different level than Bernard King from when he came into the league. These are facts. So my point of what I'm saying to you is that if Michael Jordan back then, if he really wanted to in his mind lead the NBA in scoring, he could do it. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If LeBron James really wanted to lead the NBA in scoring, he could. If he really wanted to, I could go out there and get my numbers every single night. If Kobe Bryant wanted to lead the league in scoring every year, he could if he wanted to. He had that type of mentality. Some dudes don't. DeMar DeRozan could want to lead the league in scoring every year, but he's incapable of doing it. These are facts. So I'm telling you, certain dudes are cut different ways. You and Low, y'all take this out of the equation, bro, and it's disgusting y'all do that.
Hey, and Mars, just so you know, I stand with Chill. Bernard averages 35, 36, 37.
That's perfectly fine. The other guy who's just talking for the sake of talking isn't even listening to anything I just said. He just wanted to talk about Will and desire, but he views it differently. Shout out to you because I don't care about competitiveness, I guess.
Ron, pull up the chart I sent you on Telegram. It's like the numbers for scoring adjusted for 2021.
Error text formula. You have the error text formula. Is that what you're saying?
Which one? The process? The process?
You
end of the list. So
you have the error text formula.
The list or the process?
Well, show the process first, and then we'll look at the list so people understand how the numbers were brought about.
All right, hold on.
If you're about to show the error text formula, that's crazy.
Again, you know, when you're talking about a dude that's buckets, and another thing that I left out, Mars, was that year that he averaged, the year that Bernard King averaged 33 a game, almost 33 a game, and was leading the league in scoring. That was year 8, so it wasn't like he had just showed up in the game. He had been in the league for a long time.
Yeah, that's how things work. Rookies come in and other people are in their primes. That's life. MJ comes in a rookie this year. Giannis is in year 10.
What did Bernard King average his rookie year, Chill?
I think it was 20. I want to say something like 20 or 21.
24. I'm looking right now, 24.
Right. Well, he was nowhere near
high pace era too.
Right. So hold on. So all I'm saying to Chill Town, respectfully, in the Mars, respectfully, is that when we do this, we also got to equate the mentality of a player and what they're thinking about. My man, if KD wanted to lead the NBA in scoring right now, he could. He could tell the coach, look, play me 37 minutes, and I'm going to go out here and try to get 40 every night. He could do that. They could. Some players can do that. Some players mentally can put their mind to do that. Some players don't want to do that. They got other motives. You and Lowe said that Michael Jordan couldn't do it. That's the problem I had. The problem I had.
No, I said
hold on. I'm saying if he wanted to, he was capable of doing it. That's all.
I know. See, listening is. If you listened, you wouldn't have so many problems. I said he wouldn't, not couldn't.
You got problems?
Wouldn't. I said he wouldn't lead the league in scoring. That's what I said.
really don't have no problem.
Lowe said he
I got a
couldn't.
super bad chick.
I
I got
said
a
he
super bad chick
wouldn't.
that's sticking him up for the body.
Ron, what you started? See what you started, Ron? All we trying to do is talk basketball, Ron. Look what you started.
I didn't.
No, this is what you started, Ron. All we trying to talk basketball,
I
Ron.
was listening to Lars, and the problems were just stuck out to me. But come on, Jalen, let's get to this process.
Yeah, so it's the process of how they come together. I want to see if if you guys think it's the accurate way of adjusting for scoring. So you see what he did. Adjust each player's points per game by 21 league standards, 99 possessions. Record each player's minutes per game. Find the percentage of possessions they played for their team. See the formula. Pace adjusted points per 75. Adjusted points per game. Player possessions per game times 100. So it looks like it's fairly a decent process. And I'll bring up the list.
He just showed the error text formula.
There you go. That's Mark's error tax formula. And bring up the list.
The basic error tax formula.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes deeper than that, Mars?
1,000%.
Okay. I think people, as it goes on, there'll be more and more.
What I don't understand is why a guy wouldn't be able, if we're talking about a guy who doesn't shoot the long ball. I did see this.
So and I think that's right. 2006 Kobe. I do think he'd probably be the best scorer in the league today, even over any of the Michael, just because he had the 3-point shot available to him. I don't obviously with Michael, that's what's holding him back in these points is him having no 3-point shot, which again, I get. If Michael Jordan was born in 2000 and he grew up then, he probably would have a 3-point shot without a doubt. But then like what
Karl Malone is averaging 30. Karl Malone does not shoot the long ball, and he's averaging 33 today.
He was doing something.
In 1997, Karl Malone is averaging 30.
I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. I disagree with that.
But Bernard King, who was arguably the best one-on-one player in the game during that time, and this is what the game is today: a wide open 5-out offense where a guy like Bernard King, who could get to the basket with the best of them, had one of the best mid-range games, could get to the stripe, gets fouled, could not put up what he was putting up at that time or increase that. But Malone, who was playing with John Stockton and who was one of the best, who had a money mid-range game also, who also played on the box, averaged 33, but Bernard couldn't average 36 or 37? 2 more buckets than Malone?
I wonder what's holding Bernard King back. I'm trying to wonder what's holding Bernard King back. Do you have an idea, Mars?
The only is mentality and will and desire. That's the only explanation I've heard. Because Jordan couldn't shoot threes, neither could Bernard. Won't hold back Jordan because he's got the mentality. Bernard King doesn't shoot the mid-range like DeMar DeRozan and KD. Jordan's even worse than Bernard King, but he has the will and mentality. Jordan's getting to the line just as much as Bernard King, but all of a sudden he's going to get to the line more because of will and mentality. That's the only explanation I've heard for why rookie Jordan would lead the league in scoring today. And if that's the whole argument, that's fine. That's fine.
You can't quantify.
I never said if you actually go back and listen to me, I never said he couldn't. I never said it would be impossible. If you said
no, Lowe said it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I keep getting grouped with Lowe for no reason. I said he wouldn't. I don't think he would, because I don't think you're ever going to get a rookie and tell them to go out and lead the league in scoring. I think that would be stupid. So I don't think anyone's telling a rookie go out and lead the league in scoring. So I think he's just going to play his game, and his game won't lead him to a scoring title. That was my whole point. I think he'd average about 26, I think I said. I'm still fine with 26. If you want to say 28, 30, I don't care. All I said was he wouldn't lead the league. Not he couldn't, not he was incapable. That was never my argument. But I just keep getting grouped in with Lowe when he said 22 points a game, and I never agreed with that. But once again, it's just, Lowe said something, Mars just automatically agrees.
No, we're not doing that, Mars. Which is fair, but a guy like Jordan who shows up, and no, that's not the plan for him to lead the league in scoring when he first shows up. But because he was so good, roles change. Like, wait a minute, this guy is better than what we thought. So maybe we might be running the offense through him a little bit more. And as time goes on during that season, his usage rate in terms of an offensive player, in terms of a scorer, because you guys like to use numbers, which I can appreciate, but his time as a scorer, his usage rate as a scorer would increase gradually as the season goes on, which means that 28 could very well, that means he could very well get to the strike more. That means the mid-range, all of this stuff factors in as the season goes on. Coming in as a rookie, of course you're not looking at a guy going, this guy's going to average 35 a game as a rookie. No, you just want to see who this guy is. When Jordan showed up, there was nobody like him playing above the rim like that, playing in transition like that, being the type of player he was, which would explain why his production went up as the season went on. So if you're talking about in today's game, if we don't see anything like that, that's more than likely to happen.
Yeah, I just still don't think it would lead to the scoring title. That was my whole point. It doesn't lead the league in scoring. And I think saying a rookie leads the league in scoring in today's game is disrespectful to today's era.
100% disrespectful to the
players. If I said Joel Embiid goes back to the 1985 season and leads the league in scoring, I'd be called a hater. But all of a sudden, we can say rookie MJ comes in and averages 35, and it's just perfectly fine and dandy, and it's not.
Joel Embiid right now in 1985.
Yes, yeah. If I said
I don't think that's crazy.
If I said 21-year-old LeBron,
that's crazy to say.
We'll use LeBron. If I said 21-year-old LeBron goes to 1986 and leads the league in scoring, I'd be called a hater of the old generation.
Destroyed it.
I don't think that's crazy.
Me, just Mars, as I'm known as the guy who disrespects the old era, which makes no sense. Me, if I said that about the old generation, that a player from today's era, if I said James Harden would go to the 80s and lead the league in scoring, I'd be called a hater.
Can I ask you a question, Mars? Can I ask you a question, Mars? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think that LeBron James had the same mentality as Michael Jordan?
Here we go, the mentality, dude.
No.
My man, Michael John White. I'm talking to Mars, bro. Hold on. Mars.
I said no.
So hold on. So what I'm saying to you is this. In sports, professional sports, basketball, Tilltown know this and Ron know this. They both been on the court. Bro, sometimes your desire and your competitive nature separates you from other people who got just as much skills or athleticism. Kobe and T-Mac had the same amount of skills. You know what separated Kobe from guys like T-Mac and those guys? Kobe's will and desire to do more. Kobe's desire to push himself to be great. Hold on.
Basketball separated those two.
T-Mac, hold on. Yeah, it is a separator. If T-Mac had Kobe Bryant's drive, will, and desire, T-Mac would have won multiple championships. He'd have won championship with Yao Ming. He'd have won championship. He probably, listen, T-Mac would have probably been in the NBA Finals more with the Houston Rockets. He'd have probably won a couple NBA Finals with the Houston Rockets.
So he would have beat the Lakers. That's what you're saying. He would have beat the Lakers.
If T-Mac had Kobe's mentality, you goddamn right. Nigga, Kobe was out here beating teams.
T-Mac also needs Kobe's knees.
Kobe was beating teams. Kobe after that was beating teams that were supposed to beat the Lakers. So cut it out. The Denver Nuggets were supposed to beat the Lakers. Kobe beat them.
T-Mac needs the knees. When T-Mac was in Houston, he wasn't even at his peak anymore. He was already kind of.
Do you know what T-Mac was doing in Houston? Hold on. Do you know what T-Mac?
I know what T-Mac was doing in Houston. As someone who lives in Houston, I saw some of T-Mac's Houston years, but he wasn't the same player that he was in Orlando.
I'm saying his drive. No, I'm saying T-Mac was still 25, 26 a game, right?
Yeah.
I think Kobe was just a better player.
I mean, some years even below 25.
Listen what I'm saying.
That year that they won 22 straight games, I think T-Mac was averaging like 22
games. If you put Kobe Bryant on that team with Yao Ming, Kobe gets a chip. Kobe gets a chip.
But it would just depend. It would just depend on what you're substituting with.
Hold on. Am I lying about that, Mustard? Am I lying that Kobe gets a chip
in 2009 or what year?
No. Do you think? Hold on. Do you think
in the 07-08 year?
Do you think Kobe with Yao Ming wins a chip?
No, they don't win. No.
You don't think Kobe wins a chip with Yao Ming?
No, because I think they're still losing to the Celtics in the finals.
Oh, Jesus have mercy, man. Lord Jesus.
All right, y'all. We got to keep it pushing.
Okay. That's.
I just want to know when I've ever said mentality doesn't.
Hey, Ron, and you can say the same. Vince Carter. Everybody knew this.
That's true.
Everybody knew this. If Vince Carter had to drive, will, desire, Kobe Bryant, he'd have beat AI that year. He'd have won that series. He wouldn't have went. He would have went. They would have beat AI, won that series. They probably went to the NBA Finals and won a championship that year. If he had
So Vince Carter missed that shot in Game 7 because he didn't have the will and desire.
No, I'm saying if it was Kobe, it probably doesn't go 7.
Well, yeah, the Sixers were trash. But
I just think Kobe
is just better than those.
I can appreciate it.
Hilltown, all I'm trying to show them is that will and desire and a certain drive can separate two players.
That's the thing. I've never said mentality and stuff doesn't apply in sports.
Which it does. It does matter.
Over-applying it. You're over-applying it.
Right. I will.
I'm saying I'm not about to give MJ a 3-point shot because of will. I'm not doing it.
I'm sure Giannis has been trying to will himself to a decent jump shot for years, and that shit ain't there.
Yeah,
you can't just apply will to everybody. Giannis got more to gain considering where he coming from. So like, I don't understand. I said Giannis has more. I wouldn't say he has more of a will than Jordan, but considering his background, he got the will too. And he hasn't been able to will even a somewhat decent jump shot.
Guess what? He willed his team to a championship when everybody told him to leave, sucker.
Yeah, he can't will his team to another one right now. He ain't been doing that since.
I guarantee you he will.
I love Giannis. Giannis is my guy.
But
he ain't been doing that since. His jump shot still sucks. His jump shot still sucks.
I guarantee he will.
That's
okay,
fine. He
so
can win
Ticket,
those
why
championships.
can't Giannis shoot? Why can't Giannis shoot?
Yeah, why can't he shoot?
No, I'm saying no. He's improved the shooting. Every year, Giannis is pretty much improved.
It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
It's
Yo, fellas.
Why can't Giannis? Why can't Giannis has all the will and desire in the world? He does. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. Why can't he
made
shoot?
it out of nothing.
Why can't Jimmy Butler shoot as well as he used to? Why has his shooting got worse? Why has that happened? With all this will they have, why can't they shoot?
And guess what? He got his team to the finals 2 out of 4 years, right? So that's the will right there. So one thing
can't win.
He's allergic to answering questions.
I'm gonna say this again. With all the stuff Mars says about he just said right now about Giannis, guess what? He's still second in the league in scoring, dummy. With a flawed jump shot.
Once again, you're so allergic to answering questions. Ticket is so afraid of being wrong, he won't just answer questions.
You're afraid of being wrong, boy.
Answer the question.
Why can't he shoot?
You can never be in my world. You can never live in my world. You can never live in my world. You can only talk this
Why can't Giannis shoot?
You can only talk basketball. You can only talk about it.
Why can Giannis not shoot?
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Reggie Red sent the super chat.
Tell him to go out there and run some laps and then see what he's talking about. He ain't never been.
I'll run some laps and I'll be out of breath asking you why Giannis can't shoot. I'll do the same thing.
All right, y'all. We're moving on. Reggie Red's got a super chat. He said, y'all let Low get away with nonstop capping. Jordan averaged 29.3 points, 8.5 assists, and 5.8 rebounds against the Bucks in 85. No one stopped Jordan.
He wasn't greatly efficient in that series. You can also watch him. He passed out of a bunch of shots because he got stopped on his drive. And that's how he got a lot of assists, but he wasn't tremendously great playmaking. But he just had flaws in his game. That's all Lowe was saying. He had flaws in his game that teams could scheme against.
Shout out to Sidney Moncrief, man.
Like, Jordan was not perfect.
Winter said, did y'all see what Gil said about why he says that Steph is the greatest point guard?
I saw him say something about when people say Magic's the greatest point guard, he says it's LeBron. Because
I saw that too. Yeah.
It was something about Magic Johnson was a small forward who they gave him the ball because the ball was better in his hands instead of Norm Nixon, but he came in as a wing. LeBron James is the same thing. He comes in as a wing, but he runs the offense. Magic Johnson didn't guard point guards. He guarded wings just like LeBron James does.
Hold on.
So
Magic Johnson was the point guard. Hold on. Gilbert's lying.
That's what he said. I'm saying that
Right.
I'm just reporting what he said. Okay, I'm just reporting what he said.
Magic Johnson came with the point guard, and Gilbert Arenas is capping. He capping on that shit, man. He doing that like Robert always said, man. Some of that stuff he doing for clicks, man.
But wait,
there we go. That's what I've seen him say. I didn't.
The original comment was about Steph because he had said Steph is the greatest point guard because the influence on the game. Steph has more influence on the game right now than Magic does.
I just hate that logic. I hate that logic.
That's a little bit of a recency bias.
They keep saying that influence on the game. He birthed the big guard. Tracy McGrady doesn't exist. Luka doesn't exist. LeBron James doesn't exist before Magic Johnson. And the reason why is because that size, you got to play on the box. You got to play closer to the basket. So that completely changes the outlook of the game. Add all of those other Euros. Those guys don't exist. Tony Kukoc, Detlef Schrempf, all of these big guards, all of these big guys, they don't exist before Magic because Magic, not only did he make it fashionable, he made it necessary as a big guard to be able to handle the basketball. So the idea that Steph Curry influenced the game more than Magic, that is just not true. No, it isn't.
I mean, I think, and this is just how I feel about this, I feel like Magic definitely has influence. I think they both have tremendous influence on the game, and Curry's story has not been finished yet. I think you're going to see a lot of more Curry's influence even after he leaves the league. You know what I'm saying? But Magic, the thing with Magic is like, it wasn't just Magic. Bird also, I think, contributed to that as well. Like the whole point forward, like that taller. Because I think Chris Webber even said in an interview before, he's like, oh, a lot of bigs, when I was growing up and I saw Magic doing what he's doing, it influenced me to work on my ball handling ability and, things like that. So I definitely think Magic has impact there. But I think Curry, we can't just sit there and act like Magic did it by himself. Curry, I'm not going to say Curry did it by himself, but I think he has more individual impact for what he's done with the three-point shot than Magic did with the point forward thing, because Bird is there.
Mustard.
You can't just give Magic
Mustard, because I'm not gonna let this slide. This is disgusting. With that. Yes, what do they call the backcourt in Golden State? What's the backcourt called?
The best shooting backcourt in NBA.
No. The Splash Bros.
What? Shooting backcourt in NBA history.
Nobody's saying. Come on, did you not hear what I said?
He didn't do it by himself. He literally did not do it by himself. He did it with.
That's not what I said.
With who some people say is another top 5 shooter of all time.
Right.
That's not what I said. I didn't say he did it by himself. I said Curry has more of an individual aspect as far as his influence than Magic does. Because Magic, I think, I'm not going to say it's 50-50, but I would say it's like 60-40, 70-30 with Magic and Bird. Because Bird, you can't just remove Bird. Bird is there too. No. You can't. With Clay, I'm not dismissing Clay. But I do think Clay, as great of a shooter that Klay Thompson is, I think you could put a couple of guys in that spot and they could do the same thing. No. I'm so serious.
There's a reason why they had a 26 a game guy in that spot. And
when I say same thing, I'm not even talking about
who are those couple of guys, Buster? Who are those couple of guys? Who are those couple of
shooters you could put in that situation?
Who could do what Clay did? Who could do what Clay did at his peak there?
Give you the defense that Clay did and give you the shooting.
Offense,
That's my thing. I don't even think it's because I don't want to get into the couple of guys for a second. Hold on, just stay with me because I want to clarify my point. I'm not saying that they would even have the exact same amount of success, but I'm talking changing the game because you don't have to run off 4 or 5 championships to change the game.
Right.
I think that changing the game, how that goes, because Curry was breaking records before Clay even became an all-star. He broke the record, the Ray Allen's record, the year before 2015. It was 2014 that he broke the record from the first year, right? So he was already on pace, in my opinion, towards changing the game or at least having some type of huge impact on the game. Now, when they started winning championships, right, that's when things started to change. You started seeing teams like the Rockets coming in, trying to copy what they do, and multiple other teams trying to implement that system, right? But I think if you put other guys that are great shooters in that situation, even if they don't win as many championships, I still think Curry's impact will be tremendous. It would still be tremendous. You can't tell me maybe it's not as to the level of now where you see it be this big thing. It's affected every position on the court. But with how he's moved, let me not say moved the goalpost, but how he's changed the point guard position, changed the game, 3-point shooting, analytics even, right? Because the analytic game has taken a jump. Like Curry has had a big impact on how people just look at basketball.
Right.
Just how they look at basketball. You can't tell me that's not comparable to Magic. You can't.
Now, and I'm not saying that that's not comparable, but like you just talked about in 2014, well, at that point, him and Klay Thompson were already running in the backcourt. They had been in the backcourt for 2 years. So those two guys were together. It wasn't like Steph Curry was already doing that and Klay Thompson just showed up. So now let's rewind the clock back to the 2005, 2006 season. So we have one of the best offensive teams in the Phoenix Suns, which is the 8 seconds or less offense. And you can't win like that. What was going on? What Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, that was going on before those guys. They just enhanced it. There was nothing like Magic Johnson before he showed up. Nothing like that. He redefined what the lead guard is. At the big guard, you can have a guy running your offense at 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", and be that guy for your team and lead your team to an NBA championship. You hadn't seen that in the NBA. There's a difference between somebody being the originator and somebody enhancing it. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson took this to another level, but a guy like Magic Johnson who did this the way he did it in terms of being a showman, in terms of being a distributor, I'm not going to discredit Steph Curry enhancing the game. But when you are the originator of something, I think it's completely different than you enhancing something.
But don't you think
isn't Steph the originator of this era?
Yeah, I think Curry. You're trying you're kind of making it look like Curry is not a
wouldn't that be the argument?
Like Curry is just a
Steph's the original
of
this 3-point shooting point guards or
he's
3-point shooting
3-point
volume players leading teams to success.
Steve Nash shot the long ball,
but no one's led a team to success predominantly from the 3-point line other than Steph.
They were the
first the originator of that. Now, no one else has done it since, but he's still the originator. 10 years from now, another guy comes along and leads a team to a championship, predominantly shooting threes. They would be the what's the word? Like they would be the follow-up of Steph Curry. That's what they would do. Steph is the originator of that. We just haven't seen the sequel or the third version. We haven't seen that yet because Steph's
and you're forgetting, Chill, also. One of the reasons why people said 3-point shooting just can't win. You can't win championships with 3-point shooting. Is partially due to Mike D'Antoni and that 7 seconds or less offense, not even making a finals, much less winning a championship. They didn't even make a final. They didn't come out the West throughout their tenure together.
I mean, they were close. They were close.
Injuries
They should have won, but they were close, and that was my point. That was the point that I was going to make tomorrow.
I agree. They had chances.
You're talking about Steph Curry as being the originator. Well, Steve Nash, those guys were close, and that was the logic with those guys. Well, you can't win being a jump shooting team. Well, bring in Steph Curry and bring in Klay Thompson. That still was the verbiage during that time. You can't win as a jump shooting team until they actually did it. But before they did it, it was the same logic that was going on with the Phoenix Suns. It was just a fast pace, guys shooting the long ball. You can't win that way. So it wasn't something that they originated. We just did what you couldn't do. You were trying to do what we did. We just took it to another level. It was already here.
Okay, I see your point. You're saying no one was Magic before Magic. Magic was the originator, whereas Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns were doing what Steph was doing. Steph just enhanced it and won. Is that what you're saying?
That's all that was. That's all. That's how
I see what you're saying.
All right, y'all. We got to keep it pushing.
Yes, sir.
It's about time to go ahead and get into this list. I do want to read a couple more super chats. So I'm gonna go to Akoma Mikey's Burner. Said Damo the MVP this week. He solidified it with the LA Knight name drop. Yeah.
I'm not a comic book guy. I still don't know who Nightwing is. That's what I want to get to the bottom of.
Nightwing is the first Robin.
Dick Grayson.
He just grown up. Yeah, Dick Grayson. He's the grown up Robin. So yeah.
That's what we call Jimmy Butler. I'm like, who the hell is
Nightwing? Yeah, he's Nightwing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't disrespect Nightwing like that.
Lonnie Williams said, Ticket, you said Hayes plays top-level defense. Where do you rank him defensively among centers?
Jackson Hayes.
I think he's one of the better shot blockers in the league. I just think he's still young, and I think that he, being on the team he's with now, I think he's going to be more disciplined and have. He showed in the last year that he was getting better. Like his early years with the Pelicans, he's a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? But last year, I seen a lot of growth in Jackson Hayes last season. I was surprised Pelicans didn't bring him back, and so I just think that he's really energetic. He's going to be at the rim every single shot. He's going to contest at the rim. He runs the floor hard. He can finish strong and transition. And on transition defense, he's going to run back hard and get a lot of chase down blocks too. So, yeah, if you ask me to rank him defensively for centers,
top 10. Is he better than Rudy Gobert?
No,
he's not.
AD.
But hold on. But he's more, to me, I like him better than I like Rudy Gobert right now. Because for me, I don't get what this. I don't like Rudy Gobert because I think he's soft. You know what I'm saying? I think Rudy Gobert eats rebounds because I think Rudy Gobert eats glass because he's long. But I don't think Rudy Gobert is as great defensively as people say he is. I think that's an illusion because of his length and his size.
He's better than Hayes, though.
That's so disrespectful. But it's
fine. No, it's not. Hold on. Hey, Mustard, I just don't believe it. When you got Kyle Anderson yelling at you to go block a shot, you're supposed to be the defensive player of the year.
Have to do anything,
I mean, like I said before.
Mind you, when Gobert and Kyle Anderson had, I don't even think that even matters. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna address that part.
Wait, Ticket. You don't think Hayes is better than Gobert, though, right? That's not a thing.
No, I think his energy is better than his. I think he can be better defensively and rebounding wise. Because I think he
can be better. Who's better though?
Yeah, bro. Jackson Hayes is a 7-footer who's just as athletic, if not a little bit more.
And you're talking about right now, right? You're talking about right now.
Right now, he runs the floor like a gazelle. He's got great athleticism and good timing on the shot blocking. I just think he was a knucklehead and really didn't know how to play basketball. I think last year I saw growth in him. Go ahead.
So really quickly, Ticket. So Robbie Williams, yes or no?
Robbie who?
Robbie Williams from
no, he's not better than Robert Williams.
Bam.
He's not better than Bam. AD's not a center.
He played the 5 last year.
He's a center.
Well, he's gonna play the 4 this year because Jackson Hayes at the 5.
Okay, so Jackson Hayes is starting. by the way.
No.
That's what they're saying. They were saying that he's predicted to start right now.
So we're gonna start Jackson Hayes the 5 and move AD
He's
over
not
to the
gonna start,
They said they were
bro.
gonna hold on, look it up. Hold on, look it up. They said they were playing Darvin Ham's playing on playing a big lineup.
No.
Okay,
Ticket,
so-
I feel you. That's what they're saying. I'm telling you, after training camp happens,
You don't like
once
that?
we get to the preseason,
You
they're
ain't
going to
feeling that?
realize Jackson Hayes isn't all the way up here, and he's going to come off the bench.
Hold on.
I'm talking as a guy who I follow Jackson Hayes as he got into the league.
Me too.
I follow Jackson Hayes when he had his legal issues with his ex-girlfriend that derailed him playing.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Watch Jackson Hayes. I'm
When he
telling
acting like
you,
a damn fool, I saw.
Jackson Hayes has
All the way
great-
from UT, man.
He definitely has good instincts in terms of being a shot blocker, but defensively, all around as a big, that defense is not all the way there. Offensively, he has more tools than Rudy Gobert. He definitely has decent handle for a big man, but again, he's like a young JaVale McGee. That's what I compared him to.
No, I ain't gonna do that. Hold on,
more
Dom.
athletic than he is wise.
We're not gonna Dom. We're not gonna hold on, Dom. Dom, see what I said, Dom. I follow him just like you follow him. I cover all the NBA games, regardless of what you think. I cover all the games. I got NBA TV package. I watch all the games. I'm telling you right now. I'm talking about. You're talking basically off those first years. I'm talking about last season. I saw significant growth in him mentally from before all that stuff you talked about happened. Before all that stuff, I'm with you. Last year, I saw substantial growth in his game. You understand? Because they split minutes with him and the other old boy the Lakers used to have. I forget his name. That was athletic too. The son of Larry Nash. They split time with him and Nash Jr.
Yeah,
Larry Nash Jr. Yeah. So I watched him a lot. So I watched the Pelicans a lot too. I'm telling you, bro, him going to the Lakers this year, mentally, the way he thinks about the game, the things that they're going to require of him, and him playing on that type of team, he's going to be way more valuable in how he plays and where he's positioned on the court. He's going to have a way better understanding of the game of basketball this year. So I think all of the assets that he possesses, which I think he possesses great athleticism and great assets to be one of the best big men defenders in the league, I think you're going to see that shine out with a team like the Lakers because you're playing beside one of the best defenders in the world at AD. You're playing beside guys who are going to be defensively locked in, and your coach is defensively minded.
All right, y'all. I feel you. I'm a Jackson Hayes guy. I like him. I like the acquisition. I just feel like he's gonna be a situational center next to AD, depending on if we're playing a big team. But in terms of the stretch, the long haul stretch, he's gonna probably come off the bench. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a 15-20 minute guy at best. That's all, bro.
Long term, unless there's an injury.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this all European list. Now, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. This is your decision to make. Do you want to do it where it's only players that played for their national teams, or do you want to do anybody that was born outside of America?
So it's not even a European team; it's an international.
It's got to be European then. It's got to be.
Well,
European.
I mean, what do y'all want to do?
Because I seen Manu Ginobili on the thumbnail. I was like, he's not European. Are we doing European or international?
I'm asking you guys: do you want to do European or do you want to do international?
European. I mean, I would say European.
International seems a little too easy. Yeah.
Well, the title says European. I don't want to click.
Let's do European.
I'm about to say I would stick to European. Just so people know what European means.
We going strictly European.
Manu is what, from Argentina, right?
Exactly. So he is not European.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I didn't even really know.
Fun though.
All right. Here we go then. This is what we're gonna do. Obviously we got everybody up here, but I want to collectively vote, kind of how we did the other day. I want to vote on a point guard, shooting guards, forward, two forwards and a center for the starters and the bench. And we're gonna find a coach too. Got to be a European coach.
Hold on, this is all time?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. And one last question: they didn't have to play in the NBA?
Nah.
Technically.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Listen, we really trying to find out dudes knowledge now. Let's get it.
All right. So obviously we gonna start with a point guard. I want to hear a vote from everybody, and whatever player gets the most votes, that's who's gonna be the point guard of this starting for this European team.
What's the order?
We're gonna do it real simple. Damo, Chill, Mars, Jalen, Mustard, and the U ticket.
All right.
At point guard, who you got, Damo?
Dom looking at his computer. Come on, off the brain, Dom. Let's go.
No, because I don't know nobody's last name. I'm going for small forward, and I just wanted to make sure I got his last name right, but I couldn't find it. So I hope y'all know y'all ball for real. But point guard, I'm gonna keep it high. I'm going Luka.
European point guard. I was gonna say Tony Parker, but yeah, I'll go with Luka.
Me too.
Luka.
Yeah, I got Luka too.
Hey, chill. I was right with you. I was going Tony.
Yeah.
That was a great ass pick, Damo.
I'll go.
You threw me off with that.
Yeah, you did, because I was gonna go
You
with
threw me
Tony
off with that one. That was a great pick. I was going Tony, but you threw me off with that. That's a great pick.
All right, who we got as shooting guard? We got Luka right now. That's running the one for the crew. Who is the shooting guard?
If I'm voting,
oh my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm about to say
same order. Same
order, right?
Yeah.
All right. Pekovic from the Nets.
Petrovic.
Yeah.
Petrovic.
I didn't know the first name.
Petrovic.
Yeah. That's why I will vote.
Petrovic.
I'm going Starunas Marshallonis.
I'm also going with Drazen Petrovic.
I'm going Petrovic too.
Yeah, I'm going Drazen also.
Shooting guard. I'm gonna go Manu Ginobili.
No, he ain't in Europe.
Yeah.
That's in Latin America.
My bad. I forgot. We're not doing that. My bad.
That thumbnail confusing niggas, bro.
My bad, Ron. We're not doing Latin. My bad.
We got to run extra suicide.
Hold on. I got y'all. I'm going Peja Stojakovic.
Bro, I love Peja, but at the 3. That's at the 3 though.
3. Yeah, Peja's the 3.
Yeah, we go.
Well, he played the 2 some too. He played the shooting guard.
He way too big. Doug Christie. No, he didn't. Doug Christie was the 2 in Sacramento. No, he didn't.
No, I didn't say he didn't just play for Sacramento though. He played for New Orleans Pelicans. He also played for the cut it out.
He did.
Okay, but we're talking about his peak seasons here, and obviously that's Sacramento.
No, what we talking about? Hold on. You can't make up a criteria what you're talking about, but it's cool. All right, if y'all want to put him with the small
but we just said Drazen.
Drazen
was with the Nets.
All right, look, I'll go with Drazen. Go ahead.
All right. So our backcourt is Luka Doncic and Drazen Petrovic. That's the backcourt of the all-European team so far. We need a small forward.
Oscar Schmidt.
Forward.
It's Schmidt, right? Oscar Schmidt?
First
of
all,
he's Brazilian.
He's Brazilian.
Yeah,
he's Brazilian?
Yeah,
I thought
even though the name Schmidt sounds German.
I thought he was a Euro. Okay.
Brazilian.
All right, damn. That's crazy.
W Bull knowledge. I knew he was Brazilian.
Damn.
Yeah, he's from Brazil. This is easy, Damo.
Yeah, it's easy.
Focus, brother.
You just said it.
Everyone's saying it's easy. They ain't about to like me.
I'm about to say.
Damo, we've been talking about his teammate all yesterday.
The Croatian sensation.
Oh, y'all talking about? I was not taking Tony Kukoc, but
yeah. I'm taking Page over here.
Hey, I'm a casual.
You taking Page Stojakovic over?
Easy.
You taking
Page
Stojakovic over?
Oh, you guys are gonna hate my answer. Jesus Christ.
Everybody, Damo, who you got? Damo?
Let's just pick. And for the sake of this argument, because this looks great, I'm going Page. Because I like how this is looking.
Y'all disgusting, bro.
Kukoc.
All right, chill. Who you got?
Kukoc.
Tony Cook. Mars,
sir.
Giannis
is a power forward.
I'm playing him at the 3. I'm playing him at the 3.
I need shooting.
Talking about.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry to the spoiler.
I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do too. I know why he's putting him at the 3.
I ain't about to have Dirk and Jokic off the team, so because Giannis is a 4. Giannis is playing the 3. Giannis is playing the 3. I'm sorry.
There's no way you have pushback at Page at the 2, but then you're gonna put Giannis at the 3.
No, because Giannis legitimately played the 3.
Page legitimately played the 2.
When? I don't recall.
I don't recall Page.
Saying Giannis played the 3 is like saying
Page was
LeBron
ever
played
listed as a 2, I apologize. Giannis was legitimately listed as a 3.
So Mars, are you gonna put LeBron on your top 10 shooting guards or some shit? I mean, the nigga plays shooting.
No,
I got LeBron as a goal point.
No, because I need to get Dirk and Jokic in this team. So that means Giannis has to slide. Giannis has to slide.
Here's the thing. Hold up. Here's the thing. Mars could have voted Giannis at point guard. It's his vote for who he would have be the point guard of the team.
I voted Giannis at the 3.
I mean, but Luka.
You know, I get it though, Mars. But I'm saying, even if you would vote for the point guard, if that's your pick at point guard, that's your pick.
Giannis played minutes at the 3 this season.
So I'm confused. When you say Giannis at the 3, are you gonna go with the year that Giannis played small forward? Is that
No, I'm gonna go with the fact that Giannis today can still play the 3.
No, he's going with the fact that he's not leaving Dirk off the crew. That's why he's going.
I know.
That's
and of all of
You
the
must want
other
Dirk so
guys,
bad.
Giannis is the only one who can feasibly move positions. So Giannis, sorry, you gotta go to the.
But Pedro was 6'10", 11.
Hey,
that's fine. That's fine.
Luka can move to the 3 too.
Yeah,
Luka can move to the 3 too.
No, I mean of the front court guys, Giannis is the only one who can. I'm not putting Dirk at the 3.
Chill and Damo. I'm gonna offer you guys a chance to, redo your pick if you believe in Mars logic, because we are building a team. We are building a team.
Go ahead and move down, Jalen. My pick stays.
Give me a top 5 shooter of all time. One of the most underrated players in NBA history. Peja Stojakovic is a top 5 shooter in NBA history. Free throws, mid-range, three-point shooting. He's a top 5 shooter of all time.
You can show someone love without lying.
I'm telling you right now.
You can show someone love without lying.
I don't think Jalen's lying.
5 all time.
I don't think Jalen's lying.
Three-point shooting. We're not just talking.
I don't think Jalen's lying.
We know. Free throws. We talking it all. Peja.
Yeah, he's not top 5. You can show
top 5.
Top 5
is top 5 of the 2000s.
He's top 5.
Not
All
top 5.
time. We talking all time.
Hey, I don't know. Hey,
if he's one of in the 76-year history of the NBA, if he's one of the 5 best shooters, where is he?
4 or 5. How about
Steph, Ray, and Reggie are 3, right? Steph, Ray, and Reggie are 3.
I got Steph, Ray, Reggie. And after that, we start. Yeah, I think Peyton is a better shooter
than KD.
He's just shooting.
You think he's a better shooter than KD?
Shooting.
Yeah, he's shooting better than Kevin Durant.
He's a better shooter than Kevin Durant. He's a better shooter than Kevin Durant.
Damian Lillard. He's a better shooter than Mark Price.
He's a better shooter than
Dirk.
He's a better shooter than Steve Nash.
He's a better shooter than
a better shooter. He's a better shooter.
Disagree. I think you can show Pedro love without saying top 5 shooter.
I got him as top 5 shooter.
You can take a chick out, Jalen, and not tell her that she's the baddest chick on the planet. But she's still nice. You can do that. Is you taking honey out and you telling her she the baddest chick on the planet when she's nice looking, but chill out, fam. You wild right now.
My thing is you guys looking at shooting off the dribble and all of that. When I'm thinking of shooting, I'm just thinking of catching and shooting, and because that's what Peja did in his job. What he did, I would classify him as better than Dame. I would classify him as better than KD. Now Clay, he did that for majority of his career. So Clay, we would have to think about it. We'd have to talk about it. But when it comes to the other guys, I'm taking Peja too.
Talk about it.
You can show he ain't top.
That is super ill, right?
But let's keep it pushing though. Mustard, it's on you.
Peja would probably be my go-to, but wait, deadlift shrimp. What is he? What is deadlift shrimp? No. But what country is he?
He's European.
Oh, he's German.
European, right?
He's from Germany.
He's Germany.
Yeah, he's from Germany.
Man, that's a tough one between those two. I probably go Peja because I have Giannis later on in this list. So
you guys are about to leave Dirk Nowitzki or Giannis off this team, and that's crazy. But
that's tough, man. Tough titty.
All right, Ticket.
Somebody got to get cut, Mars. I'm sorry.
I gotta
Pedro has to get cut. What are we doing?
I mean,
this is
they're saying Peja for the 3. I got to go Tony Kukoc. He's the only Hall of Famer out here, and he's a Hall of Famer based off of most of his European.
Peja should be in there, by the way. Peja should be.
He was probably one of the greatest European players overseas before he came to the NBA. So I mean,
he didn't even want to come. They had to coax him to come over. That's how good he was over there.
Right. So and when he came over, they had nerve to call him the next Jordan. That was crazy, but. Yeah, man. I got to go with Tony. Tony got the Hall of Fame now, man. He's a Hall of Famer. That's the Stojakovic.
All right, but Stojakovic won the vote. So right now we're going Luka, Drazen, Peja at the 1, 2, and 3. Ticket and Chill. I do agree with you guys. I think Tony should have got on this list. Mars, I even liked your logic with Giannis, but a top 5 shooter, Peja gets in there.
That defense looking kind of sus. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Giannis plays defense, but
capital S, capital U, capital S.
Very sus. Giannis would have been a decent.
That's why Giannis.
I don't know.
I might say, and that's why he's about to be on the list. Bron, Giannis at the 4. That's my.
All right, Giannis at the 4. Phil, who you got
at the 4?
Yep,
Dirk.
Me too.
Oh. You heard me there.
I mean, we got some good shooting with Petrovic. We got some good shooting with Peja.
So now it's about
give me Giannis. Give me Giannis.
So now it's about building the best team.
I mean, yes, we're working with the guys actually at their positions, Mars. We're going with that.
Giannis has played the 3.
Hey man, this sounds like a
Who you got, Mustard?
I'm going with Giannis. Give me Greek Freak, bro.
All right, Ticket. It's on you.
You know I don't like Mars. I'm going with Giannis.
Sorry, Dirk.
Shout out Dirk, man. Yeah, sorry, Dirk. You were great, man. But
hey, we're gonna split his minutes anyway. He gonna get some starter level minutes.
He'll be on the bench. He'll be all right.
saying.
We'll do it
All right. At the 5.
Jokic.
Joker. Focus, Mars.
No, chill town. No, don't do that.
He just mad that Dirk not on the
Arvydas Sabonis.
I wanted to say Sabonis, but
chill. And chill.
I was going to say Arvydas, but
we're talking European.
Hey, shout out to Sabonis though. Shout out to Sabonis.
Right. And the difference with Sabonis is that we ain't get to see like that.
Chill, European, chill. We talking about
what we're talking about. We're talking about a European guy, right? That's what we talking about.
No, we got a European player too, chill.
Right. And as a European player, he was awesome. But then when he came over here, even in addition to his European career, I think he was 30 years old when he showed up over here.
He was like hurt too. I think he got hurt.
Nah, he was older. Chill. By the time
he'd already come off.
You know good and well, European, he was 30 years old as hell. Doing them 2 days, 3 days, all that. Come on, chill. You know that.
That's who Joker is. He was basically a less athletic version of Sabonis.
Give me Jokic.
I'm going. Sure.
You got Jokic, Jalen?
I got Jokic. Yeah, give me Jokic.
All right, Mustard.
I'm going Domantas Sabonis.
Domantas or Arvydas?
Domantas.
Oh, Domantas Sabonis. All right, word. Mm-hmm.
No, give me Jokic. I'm joking. Give me
Troll alert.
I was like, Ox about to be real happy.
Oh yeah, Ox is like a huge.
And then who you got? Ticket.
I'm going Arvydas.
So we tied? Or we tied 3-3?
Ron, you got to break the tiebreaker.
No,
that's a tie. Wait, Mars, be serious.
Mars got only 2 people chose Sabonis.
Yeah, it's me and Ticket. It was just us 2.
No,
it was 4. It was 4.
Oh yeah.
I thought Chilltown said.
No, Mustard took Sabonis.
He took Domantas.
Oh, so we want Jokic.
I was joking.
Yeah, Jokic.
No, I thought he was joking about Domantas, but he really want Arvydas. But okay, cool.
No, I went Jokic.
So Jokic. We got
Hold it down.
The coach.
No, I'm saying
we're taking a European coach.
Hold on. Who the down pick?
We'll get there though. We're gonna do that last.
Who did you pick?
Jokic. I picked Jokic.
Okay.
All right, so right now we got Luka, Drazen Petrovic, Peja Stojakovic, Giannis, and Jokic as our starting 5. How are we feeling about this 5?
With Stojakovic,
how we feeling?
I got a question about Stojakovic.
I got a problem with Peja. I need Tony up there, man.
I need Giannis up there, but it's fine.
Wait,
was Peja better than AK-47?
Oh, now you're talking my language. You know, AK-47 that deep. I'm gonna take as an overall player. Ooh, impact on winning. That's a conversation we can have.
Just go ahead and say it. Who's better?
Hold on, y'all. Now this next one will be the most interesting because this dude get a lot of hate from a certain fan base, and we being fair. Let's go to the coach, Ron. He get a lot of hate.
We're gonna do the coach last.
We're gonna do the coach last. We're gonna do the coach last.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say I don't know no Euro coaches. So
yeah, I'm about.
I do. Hey, hold on. Time out. I know one. In his ad, I ain't gonna give you too much.
We'll get to it. Let's run this bench. Who is the backup point guard behind Luka
for Team Euro?
That's easy.
Don't do it, Don.
Milos Teletovic.
Teodosic.
Milos Teodosic.
I like it.
That was a wild shout out, Dom. That was a wild shout out.
Tom is disgusting.
Hey, Dom, you really going with Milos though?
I'm 100% going with Milos. Yes.
Hey, I'm not. If you know Milos, if you know what he did in the
Euro, he got to go, but you ain't see none of that with the Clippers, though. You ain't see that with the strippers.
Yeah, but no, that's the same thing. He came over later than Arvydas did. But with that being said, I don't. What's up?
I'm with y'all on that. I know he a monster, but still, he ain't better. Come on, man.
No, honestly, I don't think he has a better NBA career than Tony Parker. I don't.
No, but not even that, Ron. Tony came in as a kid killing in the NBA.
I just like the Milos.
All right, so vote. Hey, vote for Tony. You got to vote.
Go ahead, all right, go. You ride with me.
Go ahead, Chilltown.
And y'all gonna say somebody? Y'all really gonna leave out probably the best EuroLeague player of all time? But go ahead, Chill.
I don't know who you're talking about, buddy. But
Mike Jones, the point guard.
Hell no, I'm not talking about Mike James.
Hey, Mike, you heard me say Mike?
Mike James. Mike James is a pure hooper, dog.
Mike James know about this. Mike James is a EuroLeague legend, Ron. I don't know.
Hey, and Mike James got 37 put on his head by somebody up here on the panel.
Joe said Tony Parker.
TP. All right.
Mars, is not your turn.
Hey, man, go ahead, Joe.
It's Ricky Rubio.
Marcel Rubio. I
Can't
put some
stand
respect
this guy,
on.
bro.
Put some respect on Tony Parker's name. I'm gonna say Tony Parker.
I don't know if we're really trolling or not or being serious. So I'm gonna go Milos.
Come on, man.
Man, Tony Parker, man.
Yes, Tony Parker.
There enough Tony Parker.
He's trolling. Damo started out here, man. Damo, you a troll, boy.
I'm not trolling. Milos was a dog.
Milos was nice. Go look at me. Go look at how they was talking about Milos when he came to America.
He won't rock it. He won't mess with Tony Parker, man. Come on, bro.
Listen. Respect for Tony. I don't like French people. I guess I fuck with Milos.
Hey, nah, you're a Wemby fan, bro. Come on, man. You love French.
Hey, that's gonna be the first French guy I actually support. Watch.
It would have been nice to see what Milos could have done in the NBA in his prime, but Tony Parker just did so much.
Hey, I just want to shout out Vasilis Spanoulis, the best EuroLeague player of all time. Shout out
Vasilis. Where did he play? Ron?
It was at one point where they were calling him the Kobe of Europe when Kobe was at his peak. He played for the team that Shaq actually plays for right now,
Olympiacos.
He didn't want to come.
That reminds me of like when Rubio was coming to the league and they were saying he was going to be like the Messi of the NBA. That was ridiculous.
He was a prodigy.
Shout out.
Yeah, I know.
Ron, are you breaking a tie?
No, it is no tie. Tony Parker got it.
1-3-2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Chill did vote for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't have to pick Milos.
What you thought it was a tie?
I did.
If only I picked him instead of Ricky Rubio.
All right, here we go. We got the backup shooting guard. Who are we going with?
Two in Europe. I ain't gonna lie. I'm drawing blanks because I don't know ball for real. So I'm gonna say Rudy Fernandez.
Rudy Fernandez. Yeah,
I'm gonna go Rudy just because I'm drawing blanks on other twos.
Yep. You know what it is, Damo. Now I'm with you.
Yeah, that's not terrible. I'm going with Sarunas Marciulionis.
Juan Carlos Navarro.
I see you, Grill Town. Go ahead, Jalen.
I'm gonna go with. That's kind of a tough one. Let's go with Team France, Evan Fournier.
Huh?
And I'm trolling.
Yeah, he plays amazing in the Olympics.
That's trolling, man. That's trolling, bro. You was better off going Patty Mills, man. That's trolling, bro.
Patty Mills is from Australia, bro.
He's not European.
Evan Fournier is that guy who, when he gets his international jersey on, the dude plays like he's insane.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, there's some of those guys.
It's on DJ Mustard. Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna act like I really know a lot of European shooting guard outside of Drazen.
It's a lot of current ones though too. You got Bogdanovic. Who else?
I didn't even think about the current ones. I was just thinking historically. The current player, Bogdanovic is a 3, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the Detroit Bogdanovic. Atlanta's one is a
2.
Yeah,
oh, Bogey. Oh, no. I'm not picking Bogey. I'll just go. Someone said Rudy Fernandez earlier. I'll go with him.
Someone in the chat said Spain isn't in Europe.
Yeah, I was about to point that out. Buddy,
I read it, and then I seen everyone in the chat cooking him. I'm like,
hey, Dragic is a 1. Dragic is a 1 , right? Or a 2?
Dragic can play the 2.
Did somebody in the chat really say Spain is not in Europe?
Yeah,
I'll go Dragic.
Masang OG said it.
Mars. These people don't even know. These people don't even know where the UK is. They don't even know it's a 5-hour flight from New York.
I'll go draw.
California ain't in America.
All right, I got you. Your ticket. Who you got?
Hey, Mars, as I sit outside the gates of Buckingham Palace, I got Rudy Fernandez, of course. He was a monster. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Rudy was I think he's supposed to have a longer NBA career than what he had when he went to Portland, bro. If that team would have stuck together with him, they had him, an old boy before he got hurt his knees. Hey, they, what's the guard's name that was with the Blazers that hurt his knee?
Brandon Roy.
If they would have all been healthy, him, Brandon Roy, and then weak knee center, they had boy, they would have won a championship. I think they would have got it done.
Did they call him Michael Jordan of Europe? Did they call Rudy Fernandez and Michael Jordan of Europe?
Bro, Rudy Fernandez still playing for the Olympics right now. He's a monster, bro.
No, for sure.
So I think Rudy Fernandez actually just came out and said he was like, man, I don't think we're gonna win another World Cup.
Nah, they're not as good no more.
Yeah,
that's basically what he was acknowledging. But all right, so coming off the bench, we got Tony Parker at the 1, Rudy Fernandez at the 2. What is
do the right thing, Dom? Do the right thing, Dom.
Off the bench.
AK-47.
I like it.
Disgusting, man. Damo, man, you a hater, bro. In real life.
I like it, Damo. I like it. You gonna do it all?
I see hating. I don't get how.
Because you got a Hall of Famer, and this man is out here putting a role player over a Hall of Famer, man. Come on, man. That's hate.
All right,
you talking about a Hall of Fame role player?
No, we talking about European player. We ain't talking about just the NBA. We talking about Europe.
To answer your question, Ron, the Croatian sensation, Tony Kukoc.
Thank you.
Oh, that guy.
Sasha Vujacic.
Vooch!
Give me AK-47.
What'd you choose?
Sasha Vujacic, man. Mars is be stopped with baby oil right now, man.
Sasha Vujacic would have been a good at the 2 too.
Sasha is crazy. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Rudy Fernandez.
I'm gonna go with.
Give me AK-47, man. Doing it all.
This is crazy, bro. This is insane, bro.
Yeah, I'm going Karolinko also, bro. You need some.
Hey, You ain't nothing but a bandwagon rider, bro. That's all it is, bro.
Bro,
You can't make no argument. Hold on, you can't make no argument that Andre Karolinko's better than goddamn Tony Kukoc. Man, cut this bull jab out, man.
Hey, man, the votes are the votes, man.
It's not even just that. It's not that. It's not even just about who's better.
If you was in Europe and said that, it will curb stomp your ass. If you were in Europe and said that, no. If you were in Europe and said that, they'll curb stomp your ass like they be doing them boys at them soccer games, man.
Bro, Ticket, I hear you. Kukoc
I'm in Europe and I said that.
I'm not trying to shit on Kukoc. Kukoc was a legend, but at the end of the day, you need defense on this team.
I ain't in Europe, facts.
No, we're not talking about. Hold on, we're not talking about that. We talking about the best player at the position that's available, bro.
Yeah, but look at the starting lineup. You got Luka, Drazen.
We just left a Hall of Famer out. We just left a Hall of Famer out for a role player. Come on, man.
I'm trying to make the best team.
Andre Karolinko today.
AK-47. Say what you want about him being a role player. He had impact that some stars got.
You said for coming up with this damn concept, Ron, because they out here disrespecting the great European players, man. They gonna look at us and like we ain't shit now because we out here putting Andre Karolinko.
We're ruining the integrity of the show, guys.
We get steals, blocks, rebounds. Andre Karolinko doing everything.
And Mars, no, I don't care. He ain't on Tony Kukoc level. And Mars, you the worst in the world to pick Sasha Vujacic, man.
I'm happy with my pick.
Yeah, all right. Right.
Who we got?
Two-time NBA champ.
Okay. Don't worry, chill. I'm gonna get Mars back. Don't worry. Go ahead, Ron.
Ticket, your vote still matters. Who are you taking?
Oh, you know I'm taking Tony Kukoc. Don't worry though. I'm gonna do Mars dirty. Don't worry. Let's go.
All right, keeping it pushing. Pause. We have the backup 4.
I'm gonna get real nasty right now. Pause.
Hey yo. Since we're already throwing away the integrity of the list, might as well keep it up. Pau Gasol.
I'm not mad at that.
Y'all go get Mars mad, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. That's all.
I've given up on the list. Dirk can miss out completely.
Ain't no way. No, say Dirk.
Just chill on you.
Chill.
Second. Let me see the list again. I want to make sure that I got this right.
I mean, Dirk and Pau still technically can make this list, though.
Yeah, they still could. Exactly, they could.
Yeah. Guess all. I was thinking about Detlef Schrempf, but
Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk already on there.
No, he's not on there. There's not on there.
No, he's not. Well, then it's
No, he can't change his vote. He already cast his vote. That's illegal. That's illegal.
He misread it. He misread the list.
He already voted, man.
That's tough, man. If you cast your vote, you cast your vote.
Go ahead, Mars.
All right, man. No, we're not doing that. We got one for Pal, one for Dirk. It's on you, Mars.
Darko Milicic.
It's crazy. Give me Dirk Nowitzki.
That's all right, Mars. I got something for you. Hey, Mars, I got some extra for you. Don't worry.
Got some extra smoke for you, Mars.
Well, you got Jelly.
Extra smoke.
I got.
You trying to do? Why would y'all troll and put AK-47 up here? You see, now y'all done made Ticket mad. Now he's gonna let y'all have it for the rest of the week.
I got him. Don't worry. I got his ass. Don't worry, Ron. I got him. I'm gonna do something disgusting. Don't worry.
Hey, Mustard, who you got?
No, hold on, wait, Jalen, who'd you say?
I got Dirk. Give me Dirk.
All right, cool. Mustard.
I got Larry Markkinen, man. I think people sleep on him. I'm going Larry.
Check.
Ron.
Troll is great.
That's an all-star. What are y'all talking about? That's one of the 35, 40 best
Who
players
must
in
have
the league.
take? Who must have take?
Larry
Markkinen.
Valid.
Thank you. That's a great
Most
player.
Y'all
improved
said
player.
I was trolling. That's crazy.
Fact.
Dirk ain't one of the most improved player. Dirk ain't one.
Yeah, he just won the league MVP. That's all.
What was he most?
Did Dirk serve his country?
Is Dirk like top 5 scoring all time still?
I'm not gonna lie. Of everyone who's been named, who was a higher pick in the draft than Darko?
Higher pick in the draft.
Logic is wild.
What does being a higher pick in the draft? And what about
Clearly he was the best prospect.
Laurie Markkinen.
Is it my go, Ron?
Yeah, so you
Is it Ron? Is it my go? Yeah, I'm about to do Mars Dirk. Who did Mars say?
Darko Milicic.
I got one Dirk. I got one nastier than that. Because you want to get nasty.
Bro.
Slava Medvedenko.
That's a great pick.
Bruh.
You want to play that game, huh, Mars?
I was going back and forth between Darko and Medvedenko.
I'm trying to protect the integrity of this list.
Mars. Hold on, Mars. I could have got nastier than that.
Damn,
You know who I could have went with though, Mars?
You could have them with.
Mars, I could have got this disgusting nasty. I'm talking about where
You're talking Friday night, 2 a.m.
I'm talking about where your pamper got boo-boo all in it, and you ain't changed it in about 5 hours. I could have got real nasty with you, though.
This is insane.
Real nasty, bro. Hey, look.
This is a grown man.
Tokyo Rankovic.
Oh my god.
He said, yo, Mars doing throwaway picks. Watch this.
He threw
That's crazy too, Jalen, because I know Jalen might have feel about me.
Still the real Croatian
picks? Bet.
No. This nigga might be the worst player. He might be one of the worst players in NBA history. Toko
really Jan Vesely. That's tough.
He played for the Boston Celtics. Remember how he played for the Celtics? He played for the strippers too. How do strippers always be getting these type of things?
Bro, can we vote for this last center, please?
Yeah, come on. It's on you, Damo. All right, so right now off the bench, we got Tony Parker, Rudy Fernandez, AK-47, Dirk. Now we got to have a center. Who we going with?
Marc Gasol.
Arvydas Sabonis.
Vitaly Potapenko.
That's he.
No. Wait, give me Pau Gasol here, man. I know if he could play the 5. Give me Pau Gasol here. He can't leave Pau off.
I don't know. Got Robert Sacra.
See, Mustard, now it's gotten into your veins now. That's what's happened. Now it's seeped into you now.
Well,
Robert Sacra.
Mustard.
Robert Sacra was nice.
All right, don't worry. Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna get nasty.
Robert Sacra
it's now
was a good
infected
player.
you. That's what's going on.
Robert Sacra is a good pick.
Mars started the virus. Now Ticket spread it. That's what's going on.
What's Caboclo? Is Caboclo European?
Ron, let me switch my vote. Arvydas Sabonis, because we have to have somebody on this list. Yeah, me and Chill got Arvydas. There we go.
Pau Gasol.
Now you want to switch your pick? Now you want to
Dom is so lame. Dom is so lame for that, but
all right, okay. Let me switch my pick. Mustard, I'm with you. Robert Sacre.
No,
Yeah,
Mustard,
Robert
don't do it.
Soccer.
No. Oh my God.
2-2. There we go.
Wait, is
Hold
he
on,
European though? I'm just assuming he's European because the name.
Yeah, that's
kinda sounds-
racist. You don't even
What
know
is
if
he?
His name's Brett. I'm pretty sure he's
Hold on,
American.
let's
I know he
Google
went to
this.
Gonzaga.
Let me
Hold
see.
up,
Let me
hold
look up Robert Soccer.
If you want to
No,
just meet me with
yo,
Russia and
that's
Estonia,
right. Hey, Ron.
He's
Hey,
Canadian.
Ron, don't worry.
Canadian.
Ron,
He's
don't worry.
Canadian.
You're lucky.
I-
You're lucky he's Canadian, but he looks like.
Mustard, let's both just go with Russia and Estonia.
No,
But
just
what
say
about
Papa
Ilyasova? Ilyasova.
Oh my
I
God, just make a pick. Just pick
Nah,
somebody.
Ilyasova's up there, bro. I'm
Can you
sorry.
say
Oh, he's
Papa?
like
I got one. Hey, I got one most disgusting.
No,
in
don't be
history.
disgusting.
Huh?
Don't be disgusting. Just say the right.
No,
name.
I got the most disgusting in NBA history. I got a nigga who averaged 0.
All right, hold on.
Like he didn't play, or he actually averaged.
I literally have the worst
curious. I'm curious.
Who am I picking?
I got the worst
Googled worst NBA
I'm
player.
picking
the worst in
Ilyasova.
NBA history, Ron.
Jalen, who'd you pick?
I got Pau Gasol. I'm the logical
Pau
one.
You got Pau?
He can't give me one bucket ticket. He can't give me one.
The nigga averaged 0.0. Nigga. I'm not
Like,
lying. All the way
did he
across the
actually
board.
play though? Did he play?
Yes, he played for 2 seasons in the NBA and never scored, never got a rebound. I'm about to cook y'all ass.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable.
I'm about to get to you.
Oh my God.
Who you got?
It's on me.
Yes.
Frederick Weiss
That's great.
Who?
At least we
from
got
France.
I forgot Frederick Weiss. Vince Carter
He
cleared
was
him in the
supposed to be the
Olympics.
guy. He was supposed to be the guy that came
Yes.
That's my
back.
pick. That's my pick. I stand with ticket. That's my pick. It's
That's the
2-2.
worst. That's the worst player in NBA history. That's the worst player in NBA history. This man was supposed to back up. He's supposed to be the aftermath of Pat Ewing, and the man he scored 0.0000000 and played for the Knicks and the Rockets. Come on, man.
I'm with ticket. That's my pick. So it's 2-2 between Arvidas and Frederick.
Ron, you gotta break the tie.
Mustard, if you want to change your pick, we can
No,
get
Ron,
Frederick.
break the tie.
Yeah,
Ron,
a 0
break the
point
tie.
per game score. I think
Guys, stop it.
I'm going with
Stay
that.
Pau
I'm
Gasol.
going with that.
Hey,
Mustard, why are you involved in this, Mustard?
It's
Why are
crazy.
you involved in
It's
this?
crazy.
You guys
Why am I
shout on me. Y'all shout on me for Bruno Fernando. Y'all shout on me for Robert Sacre. Like, come on, I'm going.
Hold on. This team was perfectly fine until y'all did this. It was perfect.
Hey, Ron, that's the dude that started game going. That's the dude that just started
in the Olympics. In the Olympics. That's when he jumped over the Olympics.
Jumped over his head, Ron. Balls in his jaw.
The Knicks spent the first round pick on this.
All
thing.
hell broke loose.
Yeah.
Ron, he's the worst ever,
You
Ron.
gotta respect democracy, man.
AK-47 of a Kukoc.
I said AK-47, and you would have thought I was just being
Dragon Bender. Dragon
Ron, they killed the debate when they put Andre Kalinko over top of the Croatian system. They messed the whole list up, bro. That's disgusting, bro.
Can we go to the
AK does more on the basketball court.
This isn't even an argument.
I will tell Damo, no question. Damo and Jalen, my man played in the NBA, and he said to me, yo, this dude that's just showed up, Russian, his name is Andre Karolinko. Pay attention to him. He is hell. I do remember that. I do remember that, but he still wasn't better than Tony Kukoc, though. Hell.
That's fine. I think if you had Tony Kukoc, it's fine too. But
this is the list right now. Starting, we got Luka Doncic, Drazen Petrovic, Peja Stojakovic, Giannis, and Jokic. Coming off the bench, we got Tony Parker, Rudy Fernandez, Andre Karolinko, AK-47, Dirk Nowitzki, and Frederick Weiss as the center.
Hey, man.
This is a ticket, yo. See, oh my God, this is unbelievable.
Y'all really should be blaming Jalen that he didn't say the names that y'all picked. Chilling, Dom.
Yeah, if Jalen just went with you guys and said Arvidas Sabonis, it would have been 3-3, and Ron would have had the
yeah.
Him.
Yeah. Watch
this guy's hanging his hat on this Pau Gasol. He's not.
Jalen sold the list. Blame Jalen.
Hey Ron, now watch this fool go pick the worst coach in NBA history.
All right, Damo, it's on you. European
David
coach.
Blatt. That's the only European coach I could think of.
Oh,
David
that's
Blatt.
who Ticket talking about. Oh my God, bro.
No, he's the worst coach. David Blatt. David Blatt's the best. David Blatt is the best.
Yeah, that's not my pick.
That's the best. David Blatt. David Blatt.
David Blatt, chill.
Kiki Van Blatt. Kiki.
I'm gonna go David Blatt too.
I'm gonna go David Blatt just because
It's not respect.
Because you don't know. That's why. Tell the truth. Mustard, you need to catch up
Mars.
right
Who are you talking about, Mars?
Kiki Vandeweghe when he coached the New Jersey Nets went 12-52.
12-15. Yeah, I'll just go David Blatt.
All right, Tiki, who you got?
No respect for the
greats. David Blatt, he's the best European coach ever. Now, who's the worst? Question: who's the worst European coach ever? I know who it is. He was just coaching the league. He was just coaching in the league a couple years ago.
All right,
and they were stupid. Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all a hint. The team was so stupid they didn't listen to the coach and draft the player he told them to draft that changed the whole franchise.
Is it
worse?
Is it my pick, right? It's
no,
me, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Damo.
Yeah, just because I don't know any other ones. Thank you, Mars. Kiki Vandeweghe.
Yes.
That's what I'm going with.
That's 2 votes for Kiki.
Well, yeah, Kiki Vandeweghe is he's what you call it?
He is a European.
Yes, he is a European. Is Ime Udoka European?
Nigerian.
Okay, no,
yeah, respect us, man. Come on now.
That doesn't work. Nope.
Kiki Vandeweghe works.
Well, he's German, but he's at the bottom of the list. He's garbage as a coach. See, I'm not going to.
I think Mike D'Antoni's Italian. I think Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah, Mike D'Antoni's Italian. Yeah, D'Antoni.
Yes, he is.
He should have been up there. He ain't over David Blatt though. David Blatt was in the NBA Finals.
Right, and just so you guys know, Italy is in Europe. For the people out there that's unaware, yes, Italy is in Europe. But yeah, I said David Blatt first, but the other coach, yeah, I'll go with Mike D'Antoni.
Kiki Vandeweghe. I'm going Mike D'Antoni. And wait, people in the chat talking about
D'Antoni. Is he not American?
He's born in
Italy. Italy. So people in the chat talking about
Italian.
What is it?
Yes,
he's coached
D'Antoni. Mustard.
Yeah, the last name.
Yeah,
people in the chat talking about Zeljko Obradovic. Y'all Googled him. Stop it. Y'all weren't checking for Zeljko Obradovic. Y'all Googled him. Stop it.
Hey, go ahead, Mustard. I want to hear what Mustard got.
I mean, bro, I could have swore D'Antoni was born and raised in America. Is that not how we're doing
it? If you don't want D'Antoni, Kiki Vandeweghe is right.
Okay, just so you know, Mustard. Just so you know, Mustard, D'Antoni, he used to tell Kobe Bryant that, yo, I used to bust your father ass over in Europe. Yeah,
there you go.
No, that
Mustard. Why are we arguing about D'Antoni's Italian?
I don't know. I mean, about coaching, I'll go Kiki.
We got to wrap things up. So
all right, Ron. Let me get the Kiki run. He won Kiki. So let me go to the dude who should have been one of the greatest, but he wasn't because the team was full of goddamn blockheads. And that's Igor Kokovic, whatever the hell his name is.
Oh, Luka's old coach.
He told them to draft Luka, and they didn't listen to him. The man told the whole franchise would have been changed. His whole career as a coach would have been legendary if they would have listened to the man when he told them to draft Luka. They just didn't want to draft Luka, bro.
All right, y'all.
It's actually crazy because they hired him just for Luka, and they didn't even.
That's what we got. I'm about to speed read through these super chats, y'all. You don't got to comment on everything. I'm speed reading through them just because I'm giving the people their money's worth. They sent the super chat in. I'm honoring
Let's
them.
give them their money worth.
Moose Drift said, "Isn't Cat arguably softer than AD?"
Nah, I seen Cat punch somebody. Cat punch somebody.
He is softer than AD.
That's a lie. Cat bodied AD, and I seen Cat punch dudes in the face. AD ain't never did nothing.
Who did Cat punch in the face?
No Narcotics said, "Yo, Ticket is chatting."
We all chatting.
To Quay White said, "AD won a higher percentage of games on the Pelicans. Cat has won more total because he played almost 50 more games than AD." Laughing my ass off. Ticket hates context. Janitorial jargon said, "Let Damo cook." Fire emojis.
Let him eat too. Go ahead.
Sick OG said, "Wasn't AD all NBA on the Pels?"
First team twice.
A deep boy candidate too.
Taco 101 said, "Damn, Damo, I feel cooked."
You might want to run because he might eat you too.
Nick Tri-State said, "Damo, can I get an LA night?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Skadoop said, "LA night." Yeah.
Shout out to LA Knight.
MP13 said Mars, explain Dub's Wade over Curry's nonsense take. Open Gym is
get him to explain on Open Gym.
Open Gym is next. We can't get Dub to break that down. Come on, Open Gym. You guys do know you can come on Open Gym, right? You do know, like when the show
That's why it's called Open Gym for that reason.
Put the link in the comments, and we allow you guys, the viewers, to come up and either cook Mars or cook Dub or cook them both.
How you know they don't know? They don't hoop though. They don't understand those.
No, but this is what happened. This is what happened. They talk a lot, then they come up, and then they try to be like friends.
I will see you dudes tomorrow, Ron. I gotta bounce.
Oh, they start glazing. They start glazing, Jalen. All right, they start glazing.
Dudes tomorrow, yo.
See you, chill.
Yeah, they start glazing.
Said Ticket always talking. He brings all the views. Ticket always talking. He brings all the views, but don't get views on his own channel.
I got 60. I got 70 million. I got 70 million views on my channel. And the reason
Ticket, they saying you don't got motion. That's what they saying.
No, well, hold on. I got 70 million plus views on my channel. And hold on my main channel. Hold on, my backup channel. We have almost, I think, 20 or 30 million views on my backup channel. But my main channel down for 2 months, so that's why I'm out of the algorithm right now. So anybody to say that, it's not a lie. If I had fake subs or anything like that, my channel wouldn't be monetized. If I had fake views, YouTube does that sometimes. Even when PC, look at PC's videos. Outside of this video, PC got 100,000 subs. Look, sometimes the video, they'll take you out of the algorithm. They'll give you 8,000, 6,000, 5,000 views per video. Or us together, we doing 24,000, almost a show with this show right here. But all the other shows ain't doing that, so shut your stupid ass up. Go ahead.
All right. Lobby Warsaw said, to Jalen's point, in 2017, there were conversations about who was the better player on the Warriors between Steph and KD. People thought it was KD over Steph.
I thought KD was, by the majority, KD was considered better than Steph.
I think the only time, my bad, I don't even want to. Let's go. Let's continue.
Big Tony said, look up Sports Illustrated Top 100 2016 list. Akoma Mikey's Burner said, bro, Steve beat
HBK, Shawn Michaels. He beat Shawn Michaels.
Oh, he didn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. He didn't beat him. Shawn Michaels beat him.
No, Steve Austin beat him. Steve Austin beat him.
He did not beat him. Shawn Michaels beat him for the title, man. Shawn Michaels.
He beat him.
All right, y'all. Look, PC Wrestling this Sunday. PC Wrestling this Sunday. Y'all pull up the debate that was on PC Wrestling.
And then he fought Stone Cold and beat Stone Cold ass, man.
No,
cut it out.
Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels at
WrestleMania.
He
beat him the second time when Mike Tyson was a guest referee.
All right, man. Y'all gonna have to argue about that in the back room. Random Guy Speaks said, so now we got to teach Ticket how a link works. Random Guy Speaks also said, Ticket, do you realize that a website can have multiple links and multiple writing articles, right? Question mark. Damn, your age is showing right now. Hashtag internet illiteracy or internet literacy. Eli the Misfit said, AD the original Jalen Green. Akoma Mikey's Burner said, if Damo is Roman Reigns, is Ticket Brock?
No, how can Damo be Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns weigh 300 pounds less than him?
Scott Dupe said, Damo is my tribal chief.
Oh, that's glazing.
Terry with two dads said, Mars, do you think Knox is worse than Killian?
That's ass off.
No? All right. Three Men Weave said basketball is the only sport that we can say that somehow, with more information from the past to go off of, we are way worse today.
It's called glaze.
We got to start appreciating evolution. It's okay that the new generation is better than generation.
It's not just called glaze. It's called dub glaze. All right, but let's continue to move on. And not the dub that's on Open Gym next. It's Showtime said Ticket. Why Giannis can't shoot? Big Ox Bob said peak T-Mac is greater than peak Mamba.
I actually need to shut your channel down, dog. On Kobe Bryant Day, you say that?
Winter with the super chat said, is there a way I can send the video for full context? You see my Instagram right there, Winter. Shoot it to me. Shums said, giving Curry credit for analytics is wild.
That was kind of wild, giving Curry the analytics was a thing before him.
Marquivian Black said, chill. I think you were wrong about 94. Chill said, Marquivian Black said, chill. I think you were wrong about 94 Shaq Prime. Reggie Reg sent a super chat and said, I ain't letting Mars cap for low. In the Bucks/Bulls 85 series, half of MJ's shots were from the mid-range. He shot 56% from the field, being constantly doubled by Pressey, Moncrief, and Cummings. Get the fuck out of here. And Reggie Reg, I agree with you.
If he shot 56% from the mid-range, if he shot 56% from the mid-range and half the shots were from mid-range, that means he finished at the rim at like 30% because he shot 43% for the series. So if that's what happens, okay, I disagree, but okay.
Trayvon Ray said, while Steph Curry revolutionized the three, they didn't influence the Rockets. Maury's Rockets were jacking up threes at the same time.
Facts.
Trayvon Ray also said, not only that, but Harden and Lillard were taking deep threes off the dribble and taking 7 a game. Does all of that equal Bird's impact in comparison? I don't know.
Dame wasn't shooting the threes like he does now. Back then.
Well, I actually do got a dip. So y'all, appreciate y'all for having me on. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
All right.
Now the mustard beast dip. All right.
I think impact is very generational based. Every generation is going to have players that impacted them while watching the game.
Trayvon Ray also said, chill, was Big O not a precursor to Magic?
Nah, he only 6'4". Nah.
Interesting guy said Dragon Bender or Mozgov.
Dragon Bender was a number 4 pick. Mozgov wasn't.
Mozgov.
Interesting guy also said no Hidu, no Wally. Shaking my head.
Hidu was a name I was thinking about too. Hidu was a name.
They're not good enough to make it. Is what it is.
Yeah. Frederick Weiss.
Mumia with the last super chat said Damo be cooking this nigga ticket. I'm crying.
He probably wanted. I ain't gonna say that. Pause.
We all have new members, so let's shout them out. QMO became a new member. James Steiner, Yo Mom's 21, 1K David, Rob became a member today. Janitorial Jargon, Stacks Diff Timing. Akoma Mikey's Burner is a new member. Basic J is a new member. Biggs is a new member. Emmanuel Kazane is a new member. Taco 101. My dog Trent became a member today. Took you long enough, Trent. Damn. G-Baby. Took you long enough, G-Baby. Shit. Slim Jim became a member. Shout out all the new members. Appreciate you. Welcome to the party. We're going to keep it rocking. You know where to find us at the same time tomorrow. Open gym is literally right now. So.
Tú sabes, telemundo, Players Choice, telemundo, tú sabes qué es lo que. Tú sabes cómo está, todo bien, tú sabes. Baloncesto, mom.